I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, say this is righteous representing for Amari. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy, 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 boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me not know who play. For all sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here. For the day done, you a go love over your son.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are.
Yo, watch about dog, SK New Erdis, the body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, you cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Ocho-Race, Galtigo Bay, everywhere. I Am Sure Sports, check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like, ha. Yeah, someone on for the food from we young, from we there, you need height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.
Greetings and salutation. Good morning. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am Manning's man. And this is going to be a good day. Bless up, one and all. Enough greetings and respect to Jeff. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, man. Fresh God, bless up, and Unseen Sports. Soon have Unseen Sport on with me. Today is a big day. Jamaica plays World Cup qualifying match today against the United States in Austin, Texas. 6:30 our time. Very interesting game as Jamaica needs a positive result from this game to maintain our push to qualify for the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, right? Still possible. And as you can see, my shirt says, believe. I intentionally wore this for the first show I'm doing for today. I'll be joining some other vloggers later in the day. I will be with Ryan LFC and a couple other persons, just sharing the love and the support as different persons do different shows throughout the day. Yeah, man, big up Jason Ferron as well. It's a big game today. We're looking forward to seeing Jamaica, believing that Jamaica is going to, like I said, get some result or get a result out of this. I have some information that I think is very important that I also want to share with you that will help to give you some clarity on what transpired, is transpiring, has transpired with a couple of the notable absentees from the team. So I'm going to share that with you. But also, in addition to that, one of the things I'm going to do today is something that we're starting. I don't know, maybe it's done elsewhere, but something that I want to start. So we want to thank also all our subscribers. Thank you, Fresh God. Listen, we have moved to over 1,200 subscribers, and we are hoping that we can move to at least 1,500 by the minimum by the end of this month. And so we thank you for all your support. I thank you for believing in me. Really appreciate, the love and the support. Really do, right? And so please, if you have not yet, subscribe to the channel. And one other way that you can support the channel is by liking the video. And when you like the video, other people will see that it is a much liked video and they go and watch it, and that benefits the channel as well. Big up Demo, or big up Claudia Hodges. To people, I'm in trouble today. All right. If Claudia is in here, I'm in trouble. I'm going to have to be on my P's and my Q's. All right. So I'm going to ensure that I do that, because she's going to keep me in check. Sometimes you don't know if it's you see the name and the assumption is it's a female, but blessings whether if that is so. If not, my apologies for referring to you based on the name in that way. All right. But here's something new that we want to do. So normally I go through all the comments when the video from the YouTube platform on the channel, and I will respond to them either with a like or based on what is said. I would, make a comment and we have dialogue there. And recently, I think yesterday I did a video talking about the comments in the Observer from the judge. His name is Seymour Panson. He wrote an article where he spoke about the artists who the government is seeking to partner with for the vaccination. And in that same article, he addressed the issue of spectators going into the stadium and saying, no, they should not. Also, when it also spoke to the Mikel Antonio issue, that I believe that he should have been asked to come for the two games, the Canada game and the Honduras game, even if he can't make all three. So I have some development where that is concerned. I also touched on the Amari Bell issue, and I have some crucial update where that is concerned. All right. But getting back to the comment, I have these the people on this platform, they're highly intellectual. And sometimes people think like it's clowns and jokers, people wasting time. But there are some highly educated and people, either through subscriptions or people operate these channels. And so I got this wonderful comment on one of the videos. I'm going to share it with you, and then as other people comment every video that I do going forward, I'm going to take one major comment and read it to you all, of course with the permission of the person who would have made that comment. So this is, let me read this, and then I want you to give me your thoughts. All right. So it says, I am sure sports, shalom. Shalom is the Greek word for peace, right? It says, I have no connection to either the government, the Jamaica football program, or anyone influential in Jamaican society. I humbly share my opinion as an observer. While you and others who would have potentially attended the game may be decent and law-abiding citizens, the sad reality is that over a very long period of time, there has been a history of lawlessness and even violence associated with football matches, even at the schoolboy level. I was hoping that permission would have been granted for the spectators to attend the match. However, can you say categorically that the judge's concerns are baseless? Based on your reading of the judge's argument, I would have preferred a statement that read he would greenlight the idea, but that precautionary measures be taken to alleviate his concern. I hold my comments on the Antonio situation because with Jamaica football powers, we are rarely given the complete facts. Are we told everything that needs to be said on the matter? If and when more credible info emerges, I will offer my take on it. What we do know for sure is that it would appear every time a Jamaica match is to be played, there is drama and bad news. I am sure sports, more disturbing than even what you have touched on, is just how pitifully sad the state of football is in our beloved Jamaica. I don't care what, who, from wherever says. The series of missteps, blunders, failures, very poor planning and preparation, very poor and inadequate infrastructure, lack of information and dialogue from the Federation, a deficit of foresight in recruiting, a deficit of thinking outside the proverbial box, a very poor marketing and revenue generating stream are just some of the woes that have existed for far too long. It is not a stretch to say that my hope for a perennial, competitive, and even feared Jamaica football team at all levels, including our women, is fading faster than our hopes of qualifying for Qatar. What do you think? Oh, yeah, but Robot TV, you're exactly right. Shalom is in the Hebrew, not in the Greek. You're right, sir. Man sound like he's a Bible man. What do you think? So thank you, Claudia as well, for letting us know that you're filming. What do you think? I mean, I think that is just wonderful balance to the program, and that is kind of the kind of insight that we want. So if you have a comment and you go over there and leave your comment there on any one of the videos, I will select one of those comments, and every video that we do going forward, I'll read one of those that provides a different angle and balance to the discussion that we are having. And so great article right there. Remember, people, like Jeff Nicholson, I totally agree that what that subscriber said is absolutely true. Now I want to touch on a couple of issues that are out there. One, as I said in the description, I'm going to speak to the Amari Bell issue. Now, it has been reported in some spaces, and this is not an attack just on any person or space. This is just to clarify or to share information that my birds have dropped gleefully in the offering plate for messages. All right. So, yeah. Thank you, Roadball TV, Jay Taylor. Yeah, man. And Fresh God, big up again. Brown girl, big up. Thank you for the correction. Listen, this is the theological seminary right in here. So if you're coming here to talk Bible, you better be on your P's and your Q's, because you understand you're going to be corrected by these theologians in here. But so let's touch on the Amari Bell issue, because it has been said that Amari Bell didn't turn up. One, I think the coach said personal reasons, and it has been expounded on that those personal reasons are based on monies being owed to him for ticket that he would have purchased to come and represent Jamaica. All right, here is some information that I have received. You can check it out, you can verify it. These are birds, and sometimes it's hard to understand the bird's language, but I think I got a good hold on it. Yeah, the birds are full of mix-up. I'm telling you, they're gonna give us some mix-up today. All right. Now, the last set of games, Amari Bell was invited, and his ticket was purchased. But he wanted an extension, which is he didn't want to come on the Tuesday, he wanted to come on the Wednesday. All right. When the cost was looked at for him to come on the Wednesday, the additional cost for that ticket would have gone up significantly, because the tickets were purchased far in advance. So you would know that changing a ticket, if you travel, you know that changing ticket prices are not an easy thing. All right, so bam, the ticket price changed, and so the ticket price went up, and the at this point the federation, I don't know who, but they couldn't afford to extend it until the Wednesday. But he was booked for the flight, and the ticket was paid for with all the other players, as you would have known, this is the game that was played in Jamaica where the players came in on the Tuesday. Some of them and some came in, I think, later, having paid their own costs. All right. He did not turn up any at all. So all of that money went down the drain. He did not turn up. So that there was no refund on that. That is our understanding. So there is no substantive proof that the Federation owes Amari Bell ticket. The issue is the last ticket they bought for him, because he didn't get the extension to come on the Wednesday, he didn't turn up for the game. And that is what is causing the possible omission this time. All right. Now, we can still, if you want, you can still blame the Federation. I'm not here to blame Amari Bell. I'm not here to blame the Federation. I'm not here to pick up for Amari Bell. I'm not here to pick up for the JFF. All right? Because we need to find out where the blame falls and then rightly address that person. I'm just sharing what happened with you. The ticket was purchased for, remember, 35 players were selected, and most of the players, they got their tickets, and who had to change, because as you know, there are some players who can afford to upgrade. All the players in the initial flight coming into Jamaica, they are on business class, and then they travel chartered flight for the rest of the way. All right, so watch this. When the ticket is purchased, it's very hard. Again, for anyone who travels, you know that it's very hard to cancel a ticket and get back a full refund. Number one, and it's very hard when you have to adjust, especially when you're talking about pounds or flights out of England, to adjust your travel date. If you travel, you can share something that I can put up that will help to clarify some of this. All right. But that is actually what is reported. Again, I am not here to contradict what other person says, but these are the facts that my birds presented to me. And as far as I know, my birds are masters at communicating correct information. My birds are masters at that. And so the Federation don't owe Amari Bell any money for ticket because he didn't turn up. That is the main issue here. Claudia is a globetrotter, and so she can tell you. Right? If you don't know people, Claudia is a globetrotter. She's always moving. She boxing over here. She boxing over there. She boxing all over the place. All right? Meaning that she's all over the world. You'll probably check her now. She's probably in Switzerland, headed to Liberia or somewhere like that. Always traveling. But thank you for that. All right? Yeah. All right. But we're not going to make it personal. We're not trying to contradict other people. We're just presenting the facts that we have so that people can make a reasonable judgment. The more information you have, it is the better you are prepared to draw a conclusion. So that's number one. Now, let's move to the Mikel Antonio issue, because my issue with the Mikel Antonio issue is very simple. Here is the issue. The issue is, I think that provisions should be made for Mikel Antonio to come for the game on Sunday and for the game on next week against Honduras. The fact that the timing to get the exemption for his physio would not make him available for the game in America, he should be allowed to play in the game in Jamaica. Here is what the birds reported again, my people. Here is what the birds reported. Yeah. All right. Here's somebody else, and this is someone out of England. Big up Parkinson. You know, big ball of these people over there in the United Kingdom. All right. You don't play ball anymore. Yeah, man. It would be a different airline going the next day, so the JFF would have to purchase a completely new ticket. That is the thing. So, for example, tickets were purchased for like Liam Moore, Ethan Pinnock, and Mikel Antonio. All of those monies are gone. There's no refund. There's no refund. So all of those monies are gone. All right. So we need to bear these things into consideration. Let's come to Mikel Antonio. So I don't blame Mikel Antonio. If I were Mikel Antonio, given my first experience in Jamaica, given the fact that I can afford a physio, given that this is something that is generally done, I would want my physio to come with me. Reasonable request. Nothing is absolutely wrong. Mikel Antonio is right to demand or to ask or to request his physio to join him. Reasonable. People, we cannot beat him for that. We cannot question commitment based on that. It is reasonable to ask that because this player has gone through several injuries and setbacks. He doesn't want to go through that. So it is reasonable, people, reasonable for him to ask for this. All right. However, I think because it came in so late, he could not. And he could not get the exemption. And then he said this because this is where the issue is. The issue is simply this. Someone else made a decision that if you can't make the 3 games, don't come again. All right? Because that is the issue. The issue is, remember, the JFF purchased the tickets. Mikel Antonio was going to pay the full cost. Why would the JFF, having purchased the ticket, say to him, you cannot bring the person? Just think about it. Let's be real and honest. Right? The JFF bought the ticket for him to travel. The issue was not in the ticket. He made it clear that I will cover all the expenses. So it would not cost the JFF anything. The cost would not cost the JFF anything. Think about it, people. Let's stop. The JFF, there would be no cost to the JFF because the ticket would have already been purchased. So if the player don't turn up, the JFF would lose the ticket money. Again, we're just presenting different facts for us to reason and see what the issue is or could be. That's making sense so far. Remember, the ticket, no, the money has gone down the drain, basically. The money has gone down the drain. The player hasn't traveled. Why would the federation want that to happen if the man says the only thing I want to do is to bring a physio and I will cover all the costs? If we go back, we have also heard that he's so kind that he has helped out other players on the first trip in Jamaica. We can't substantiate those claims, but we have heard such things. All right? Go back to the article, and he said, I spoke to a member of the technical staff, not committee. He said the technical staff. Let me tell you this. You see, people who write on the behalf of other people, they are very smart in their communication. Because if you want someone else, watch this, if you want someone else to write what you're saying, it's because you trust that they're able to communicate it well. He said, I spoke to a technical staff. You know who the technical staff is? Not the technical committee, the technical staff. Let's reason. Let's punch in the names of the technical staff. Punch them in. The head coach, the assistant coach, the team manager. Listen to me. The technical staff is the head coach, the assistant coach, and the team manager. Point number 3, Paul Hall does not speak to the players. about whether to come or not. So that leaves us with two persons, the head coach and the team manager. 98% of the dialogue in terms of travel and movement is not with the head coach, but with the team manager. I want you to check it out for yourself. And let's put blame where it is. My conclusion from the matter, people, is that between the head coach and the team manager, a decision was made that given the circumstances, let this man stay. That is my conclusion. What is your conclusion? Blessings, military Gona. Big up yourself and all the other person. People, as soon as you come in, please hit the like button. Right? Now, that's two issues that we have covered. The Amari Bell issue and the Mikel Antonio issue. So don't blame Mikel Antonio, people. Don't go out and say that he's not committed. It is not so, brother. Let us not do that. Let us not do that. Let us not do that. This is not Mikel Antonio's fault. The man we could have said, Mikel, come to Jamaica on Thursday. We will get back from the USA on Friday and we will have you ready for the game on Sunday. Work with your physio. Go to the net. That could have been done. Why wasn't the man asked to come for 2 games? Remember that we are going to lose Jamal Lowe. We are going to lose Jamal Lowe because Jamal Lowe, now I'm going to get some details on that. Why was the request for Jamal Lowe sent late? Why was the request for Jamal Lowe sent so late, given the power to his club? Given the power to his club to say, you are not allowed to play in 3 games because of the short notice we got. We need to hear from the GFF concerning this. Who is responsible for contacting the player? Let me go back to it again, people. Here is the truth. Here is the truth. Here's the truth. The coach, this is game day and we believe. And I'm encouraging Coach Whitmore for the duration of your tenure. Please, you, Sir Theodore Tapper Whitmore, please begin outside of the football game to have dialogue with the players. Please, 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 please. I honestly believe that if Coach Whitmore took up his phone right now and called Mikel Antonio and said, hey, Mikel, listen, I'm sorry about the mishap, but the team needs you. I need you for the next game. I need you. Please make some effort to come. Bring the physio. We understand that why you need the physio. We only have 2, and you have to wait until the man is finished or the woman is finished before you are treated. Please, fly in, stay in Jamaica. We're going to have a session Friday evening and one Saturday morning for the game against Canada. I think if the coach were to do that, the player would turn up. And so, this is game day, and I'm not trying to be hard. Respectfully, coach. Respectfully. I respect you, big baller. Like, these are the kind of things that I want you to begin to do for the rest of your tenure in this national program. People, if you think I'm being unfair with all of this, like I said, all right, coach. You hear that? There are so many brilliant comments. And this is Coach's Desk, Coach Minzy. And this is part of the issue, bro. This is part of the issue. Why outside of football matches, the coach is not having dialogue with the players? And people, if I'm being hard on the coach, please let me know. If I'm being this, let me know. Tell me, right? And if I'm being hard on the GFF, let me know. If I'm being unfair to anybody, because I think for too long, the players are being blamed. For too long, the players are being blamed for administrative failures. Right? And if I'm being too hard, let me know. Yeah, listen, you cannot question Mikel Antonio's commitment. You cannot do that, right? We cannot do that. And like I said, if I'm being too harsh, let me know. Let me know. Why didn't the coach call? Let me give you an next big one. All right? An next big one is, it is reported it was on television. People, please, as you come on, hit the like button. Support the thing. Good content. Support the thing. Listen, thanks so much for all the persons in the chat again. All the other vloggers who are on. I mean, Coach's Desk. I see Roadball TV. That's Jay Taylor. I see Dre Anyweather. I see Unseen Sport. I see the Formula out there as well. I see Military Guna out there as well. Bless up. Sports Frenzy out there as well. Really, really respect all the love at this time right now. 33 minutes gone. Good amount of people on the scene. We love that. All right. Continue to support and like the video, people. Like the video. Let's get the likes up. If you have not yet subscribed, go over there and subscribe and come back to the video. All right. Now, this issue of 23 players. So the coach is right. I wanted more than 23 players. All right. More than 23. But the JFF could not afford it. All right. I believe if things are important, you have to find a way to afford them. That's me personally. Everybody don't share that view. If something is like, as an example, I believe that my kids' education is important. And so though school fee is expensive in private school, because it is important, I find ways to afford it. When something is important, you have to find a way to afford it. So if the coach says he needs 26 or 27 players, we have to find a way to afford it. All right, let me take Roadball TV. My question, Mannings, is if Tapa only manages the team 3 days before the games, what does actually do the rest of the time? I think we need to interview him. If I were to answer that, I would be speculating. All right? I would be speculating. All right? Most of us who have kids, anybody who have a child, know that you know that if you have a child, you are going to afford the thing because it is important. It is important you afford it. All right, so let's get down to the thing. All right, we don't get to the Raphael situation yet, because some of these are coach's responsibility, some of these are the GFF responsibility. The Raphael thing is clearly the coach said it's a tough decision, but he chose that, and he has to live and die by the decisions that he made. Now let's get to the 23, because on television it said that the coach said I wanted more than 23 players but couldn't get them. All right, remember now, the last game we had 35 players and it was a disaster. Now, if I am a manager, this is me. I gave a 35 and it failed. All right? And we don't have money. You come to me and say, no, you want 27 or 26 or 20, whatever. I'm going to say, listen, but you have 35, it didn't work. Why do you need so much? I'm going to ask that question. All right? So say, follow me now, because it must be afforded. But say it wasn't afforded. Here's what happened. You ready? If you needed other players, why did you bring Javon East? Let me follow me, people. The coach said he wanted more than 23 players. All of us footballing novices, let's put it that way, because we are just YouTubers. We don't know nothing. We have peanut brains. We don't know nothing. All right? The federation said that we're going to reduce your quantity. If we are wise, here's what I'll do. If I am the coach and they said they're going to reduce the quantity, then I'm going to invest in quality. In other words, they say they don't have money for the quantity. Why then the coach didn't invest in quality? What do I mean by that? Simply put, bring the best players. So here we go. Why not replace East with one of the other players that you wanted? Why not replace Fisher with one of the other players that you wanted? Check it, people. You could have replaced players to get quantity. You may not have bolstered your number, but you could have had a better squad. And so it feels like sometimes with my son. Say, Daddy, I want cereal for breakfast. I said, no cereal, no cereal, no cereal, I'm not giving any cereal. And he decides, okay, I am not going to have any breakfast. I don't save money by that. It's really a form of rebellion against what I've said enough. You understand what I mean? In other words, my son is really saying, if you don't give me what I want, I'm not going to do what is best. You hear me? I want to get this point. I want to get this point. We soon get to that. Why not replace quality with quantity? Again, my son says, Daddy, I want cereal. I said, son, you're getting some Milo. The man decides that he's not going to have any breakfast. Any breakfast. That's not good. That's not good enough. So here's the thing. Remember, a lot of money gone down the drain with tickets. We could still have bolstered the squad because we traveled on Monday. Do you know, Jamaicans, that there are players who are by flight just hours away from where we are? There are Jamaicans who plays in that city. Travis, what Travis? Travis said, easy, Travis, man, easy, man. What comment you all at the middle pause at this? Travis, what is your comment? I don't see any comment from you, Travis. Where is your this one can tell me Bella Hardin not available for that 3 game. Top of his line. All right, boss. So as soon people listen, as soon come to the comments, I'm going to go back through. I have Unseen Sports, so I'm going to invite, and while he talks, I'm going to go back through and touch on the comments. All right. Again, big up everyone in the chat at this time. Really, really appreciate it. I'm going to go through your comments and take them one by one. We could have called Kevin Lambert. That's not a JFF issue. That's a coaching issue. Nico Brett is close enough. Lamar Walker is close enough because you wanted more. You wanted more players. You have gone down to 20. You could have called at least 3 more players. You have Deshaun Beckford. I'm just calling names. There are others out there. I'm not saying that these should be the one. I'm giving you players who could have been called. So, Coach Whitmore, you could have called those players. Some of these flights, when I check them, they're under $300 to get to where the players are. And remember, all the accommodation and all of those stuff has been paid for 23 players. For 23 players. Right? For 23 players. So in other words, there was hotel space, bed space, food space, jersey, all of those things already in place. So why not call them in? These are the questions that needs to be answered. I'm going to bring on Unseen Sports for him to share his views. How are you doing, sir?
I'm okay. You hearing me well, everybody?
Yeah, man, we're hearing you well. Yeah, man, we're hearing you well. And the
there,
visual is good. Yeah, man. Go ahead and share your thoughts on some of what I've just said.
Well, you're right, Mannings, man. You're right with most of the things you're saying. I just think that JFF are trying to cut on some of the money to put in their pocket. That's my personal belief. Put in their pocket because I can't see how you have players nearby the team where the team is now, and you're not calling them to come and represent the country. And this is a crisis, right? There are a lot of players that are out because of injury and not committed to come to play for the team this trip. So I think other players who would like to get a debut or do something for their country right now, who will play their heart out, want to, like Lambert. I think if you get a chance now, he will try his best out there because the country needs players who want to play and perform, guts, do everything out there and try to get us to the World Cup. This is one of our greatest chances based on the team we have to go to the World Cup. And I just think JFF is sloppy right around the clock, right around just sloppy. A lot of unprofessionalism.
Yeah. All right. Listen, good point, Dre. And people, if Dre anywhere that says this about players being included, certain players, you can trust Dre Anyweather. Sure, and this is part of the issue. And you notice what Dre Anyweather says: Tapper's leadership. So Lambert being called based on this comment, people, is not a matter of money. It's a matter of coach. And I'm saying, people are saying that you cut off your nose to spite your face. Like, why wouldn't you call in a Lambert at this time? That is the issue. Here's what I want you to do. Google and tell me, look in the state of Texas. How many players? You have the Austin team. See Jamaicans playing. Check places like Miami. These places are not far. None of these places are not far. None of these are far from where the team is at. In fact, you could even go to Canada and get the former Tivoli Garden CDM playing over in Canada. His name is Shaw, Kevin Shaw. So there is an issue. Now we're gonna get to the JFF role in all of this as well. Because at the end of the day, if Tapper is bad and he's in the job, then who is supposed to be blamed? You can't blame Tapper. If we have been saying for so long Tapper is not doing a good job for so long and he still keeps his job, somebody else needs to be held responsible for that. Right? What are your thoughts on that? Go ahead. You're muted.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of things behind the scene. Even when the interview that Tapa do, you can see that he don't want to answer a certain question. He said that some of these things are he don't have the answer for it, and it's like it's bigger than him. So I just think that the JFF is to be blamed for most of this, and I have to blame Tapato for some of these things that is happening right now because his communication skills to the fans and to his player is poor. That is one of the things I observe with Tapa. His communication skills as a coach is poor. He doesn't like to communicate with fans. How long has Tapa done an interview?
Well, he did an interview last week.
Last week, right? And before that, how long was an interview?
Well, he did press conferences at the Gold Cup. I think at the Gold Cup, almost all the games he had to speak.
Was talking about the team, but he for talk to the fans, tell the fans that okay, then this is our approach, interact with the fans, and this is one of the reasons why the Jamaican national team can get a sponsor also. You understand? Look in the English league, the EPL. Chelsea coach. Talk to the fans and come on the JFF program. You can come on the JFS Instagram page. Talk to the fans. Interact with the fans and tell them so you can have a band there, right? These are one of the things he doesn't have as a coach, and I think that is one of the things we're blaming him for.
Yeah, Brownman Security makes a very good point. Like Tapa says, and this is not the first I'm hearing this. I actually have not heard the quote myself, right? I've not heard the quote myself, right? But several persons have said it. He says that Paula speak to the English baller, right? Let's stop right there, and see. How can you be the head coach and you don't speak to your assistant coach speaking to players in the team? So who is going to have influence over those players? It's just not making sense. It's not making sense in this context. That even if the initial introduction to the national setup is by Paul Hall, the coach has to come in and assume responsibility. Let me give you an example. Any of you ever play schoolboy football or corner league or for any club? If an assistant or a teammate brings you into a team, the coach never yet says to you, you talk to that person. At some point, the coach steps in and says, all right, let me talk to them. You cannot leave that up. And Demo is someone who always supports Tapa. Like he supports Tapa. So you can't say, and if he's saying it's crazy, it must be. What this is that what it has done is that if things break down with the English-based players, who you think is going to be blamed on Scene Sports?
Tapa, the head coach will get the blame, and for that
No,
thing that
I don't think so. I think if things break down with the English-based players, the Paula are going to get the blame.
I don't think so. I think the head coach will get blamed because the head coach is the person who is in charge, not Paul.
But
Paul is just second.
he's going to say that. But Paul is supposed to be talking to them, not me.
So hold on. That statement that the comment that was written, it is true that Whitmore said that out of his mouth.
Yeah, man. Demo said several persons have been saying it.
Several persons hear that from Whitmore because I don't believe it.
You
I
don't
don't
believe
believe
it?
that. No, that can't be
Okay.
true because I cannot be
Okay.
a head coach I can't be a head coach for our team and I can't talk to my players.
No,
Point
he didn't
blank.
say can't talk to them, He didn't say can't talk to them. What he says is
Right.
that Paul Hall talks to them.
But all the coaches have to talk to them. So it
So
don't make
that
no
is
sense.
but that
It
is
don't
what
make no
everybody's
sense.
saying.
It don't make no
And here
sense.
everybody's saying that he said it in an interview recently.
Well, party shop business. Party shop business, man. Party shop business.
So something is wrong. Now, let's talk about this issue of money. Right, he said it, man.
Okay.
Everybody's saying it. He said it on Sportsman. And he said it was in regards to the same Mikel Antonio situation. All right? But people, let me say it again. Paul Hall was not the one to tell Mikel Antonio, say, you stay. Paul Hall could not have done that. Again, earlier in the video, we told you how that went. Because Mikel Antonio's ticket was already paid for. If you remember, people, let's go back to the initial recruitment of Mikel Antonio. Mikel Antonio was not recruited by the coaching staff. Let me say it again. Mikel Antonio was not recruited by the coaching staff. Mikel Antonio was recruited. I think one of his first major conversation was with the president of the JFF. In the initial, if you saw how that whole thing build up, and the president came on TV and spoke about it, right? The assumption, watch this, because the president initially sounded like he spoke to Mikel Antonio, he's working things out for Mikel Antonio to come and play for Jamaica. All right? Could that be the problem? Now, Tapa feels like I never wanted him in the first place. I never asked him to come. Could it be? We don't know. And I'm not going to speculate. But what I know that he was not the initial person who did the initiation or all of that. So there is part of the issue. Who is responsible for recruiting the players? This is where now I want to blame the JFF. Can the JFF go and get players as a federation and say, here, Tapa, are the coaches supposed to go to get the players? And if you can't trust the coach to get the best players, then you have to get rid of the coach.
That's true.
What say you? Yeah.
But Mannings, man, the problem is you have persons are going over Tapa Whitmore, doing things without his green light. And that is basically what is happening. You know, they are doing things, and then when them don't do it, them call him and say, Tapa, yeah, Michael Antonio coming. So Tapa does have to work with it because he's getting paid by them. Now, here, I forget 5 points. Helps him work. Helps him do have a job for this round of three games in the World Cup. You hear about that, right?
Well, I heard about it, but because I can't verify.
It's in the Gleaner. It's in the Gleaner.
It's in the Gleaner. But the Gleaner said it has been reported. They don't attach like a source of the reporting.
So close. This was a close. They don't put the person, but they say close in the JFF.
Okay, all right. This person is saying that Tapa wanted Kevin Williams is saying that Tapa wanted him because he said that he was sadly missed in the Gold Cup, not the World Cup.
Gold Cup, yes.
I think in the Gold Cup. Yeah, man. But remember, like I'm saying, the initial recruitment was not by him. So that I think somebody said it. Jeff said it earlier that it goes both ways, meaning that the federation and Tapa can both recruit, right? I think there's a conflict right there. Because if I go and recruit somebody that the coach don't want, but I've convinced the person, I don't, it's a very tough situation. Because if you don't trust the coach to do the recruitment or to build a recruiting team, why do you have him as the coach?
True, why have him as a coach?
One of the big things in football, is being able to find the right people to fit your system and to play your system.
Right.
But like I said, today is I believe day. So we
I
believe.
believe.
All right.
I am
yes.
sure. I am sure.
I believe we're gonna get a good
Result.
result today. All right. People say it has been reported in the newspaper. What do you think about this from Eagle Republic right here? Think about this comment. Yeah, he's saying that don't fire Topper. Send him on study leave, which is professional development. Replace him with Herbert Busby, who has an A license for the girls team. Busby get better result with less talent. All right, the only thing is that World Cup campaign for the ladies start in November, and they have a game against Costa Rica. So Busby will be seriously involved in preparing the female team. And I don't know if has he ever coached a male team before.
Yeah, you have to understand that different coaches for different folks. Different coach for different folks.
Yeah, people, please
Yes.
like up the video. I mean, again, thanks for the love and the support at this time. Thanks for the love and the support at this time. We have some more things that we're gonna share. You understand me? Yeah, man, we have some more things that we're gonna share with you on the program right now. Yeah.
Man, our next issue I want to bring up. It's about the communication with Tapa and his player. Based on the interview, right? The interview on Sportsmax said to Tapa that there's no way you as a coach will give an instruction to your centre back to pass 10 long ball over your over your midfield, over your midfielders,
13.
or 13 long pass over your midfielder, right? So he said that if he was the midfielder, he come like him not up on the field. You understand me? So he said that he had to go to Maggie and tell Maggie, listen, you're a talented person. We know your talent and stuff, but you have to demand the football. Right? No. Basically, what is the problem there? Maggie is afraid to talk to his teammate. So who is to be blamed for all of those things? And that is the highest level of football. Who is to be blamed for all those problems?
All right, so let's get to that. So the Maggie situation is my position is that Maggie comes into the team. All right. Maggie is a youngster in the team. The game that really just coming into his own, really. I think recently he has been playing a little bit more. So I would not, unless the coach gives clear instruction and say, listen, before the game starts, Maggie, when Low get the ball, when the centre backs get the ball, they need to go and collect it. If he did tell Maggie that before the game, and it's not happening, I could understand. But in terms of Maggie making a decision in the game without those instructions from the start of the game to go to one of the second most influential players in the team and say, give me the ball, when that player wants to pass the ball long, it may not work out right. For Maggie, as a youngster talking to the senior pro in the team who sometimes captains the team. Right? When that captain is playing it long. When that person is playing it long to what we call a next senior player who has been in the team longer than Maggie. All right? So that is part of the issue. I think the coach needed to have given Maggie instructions from the start of the game that this is what we are going to do. This is how we are going to play. You need to go and demand the ball. Fine, you told him in the game. He went ahead and he did it. All right. But The coach now needs to address the issue of the team playing all of these long balls. That needs to be addressed. The coach needs to address that issue. Because before Maggie was there, it was happening. And nobody was collecting the ball. It has been happening. It's not like this is a new phenomenon in Jamaica's football. It has been happening for a while.
That's true, man. That's true. And this is the problem. This is the playing style I don't like with Jamaica. When you pass the ball long, right, or win the second ball in the middle of the field, it's like the ball becomes at party. We don't have a sense of possession in the attacking third. Nothing is wrong in playing long ball, but a lot of time. But a lot of time we get the ball in the middle of the park, and we just like we turn fool with the ball. We just give away the ball easily. You understand me? Just give away the ball easily, and we just can't understand that type of ball game. We play the ball long, win in the middle of the park, and we're not keeping possession in the middle of the park.
Yeah. All right. Let me take this from Eagle Republic says, man, John Herdman, who is a Canadian head coach now, he was part of the women's team. All I'm saying is that would Busby at this time give up the women's team, seeing that they have their World Cup campaign coming on, to take up the men's team, who look like it looks like they are not going to, at this point, we believe, but from what we see, it looks like they will be struggling unless we get a minimum 5 points from these games. Would he leave that to almost a certain qualification with the girls' team? Because he's in a job where he's almost certain to qualify the girls' team to the next World Cup.
It's true.
I mean, listen, people don't know this. The girls are playing Costa Rica at the end of the month. Sidela Marley put on a big football game for them, a friendly against Costa Rica in these times, and the full squad is going to be there. You don't even hear the JFF name being mentioned in this discourse. It looked like a Sidela Marley thing. Would Busby leave what he has now, Eagle Republic, to take up something that looks like there's such confusion and mess in it? At least there is that perceived idea. Would he?
No, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
I would, and not at this time. I'd want some waters to settle first. Yeah. But people, on a positive note, you'd have seen let me take one comment and then move on. It would not work out right, but Maggie has to do it anyway. Maggie needs to learn to demand it, regardless of who it is, but the coach is watching people go long because he has given them no plan. All right, so let me ask you this one. Very good point to make. So why hasn't the coach said to the person playing the ball long, stop playing the ball long? and stop playing the ball long and give it to, you understand me? Stop playing the ball long. Here you go. Good comments. All right, so here's the thing now, people. On a positive note, the vibes, people underscore the value of vibes and unity. I said yesterday, several places, several times, that the team needs to do this for themselves, because they can go to the World Cup and they because Tappa has been there, Tappa has been there as a player. So they need to look beyond Tappa and say, what gives us, the players, the best opportunity to get to the World Cup? Vibes alone cannot do it, but having unity of purpose, oneness. I think we have enough leaders in the team that though the coach may not be giving certain instructions, we can put together a good game based on the quality I believe we have. I believe Mariap and Lowe are experienced enough to make certain decisions on the field, in spite of or regardless of Tapper, to kind of help us to get something out of this game. All right? And so that is why I said that, listen, Tapper may get the credit if we win, but we can win regardless, as long as he sets up the team in terms of the starting 11 with the best players in their best positions from the squad that we have. I think the players should take it on themselves to put in the kind of a performance that whether Tapper stays or leave, whether he stays or leave, we still have an opportunity. I think the players need to do this for themselves and forget about like Tapper, because Tapper has been there already. Tapper has been there already.
Yes.
Why?
Yes, one is one. That's true. I think. But the next big question, if Tapper leave, who is going to take up that mantle? And will the players commit to work with any other coach, or will they strike, or all manner of evil can have if Tapper leave. So and then now the football, just the rest of the competition would like are just competing for nothing at all. So it's a whole heap of psychological thing if Tapper leave, and who is going to coach.
So, all right, so let's think about that. If Tapper, for whatever reason, walks away because he can't bother with everything, or he is fired, you think the
Right.
team could fall into what? Psychological challenges, and what? Based on what?
Based on what he said in the interview, that most of these players will die out there for him as the coach. So and some of them said that they will strike. I heard that side some of them will say that they will strike if Tapper leave. So
They will strike if Tapper leave.
yeah, I think I heard that comment already.
I listen, like I
It's a whole heap of thing.
listen. All right, listen. We can't. Listen. One thing I know, like I can use again my kid. You can't get people. You should never allow yourself to live under the threat of people. That means you have lost. You have already lost.
Right.
If you are operating under the threat of people, you have already lost. All right, he says, already paid both coaches, moved Tapper as an assistant, not Paula, to the girls' team under the guidance mentorship of Busby. Okay, because and then the Eagle Republic is keep Busby as a head coach and move somebody else over. Somebody says, who is Hopeton Gilchrist? Gilchrist, that the same Gilchrist that was at Monroe once, and I think he was at Mannings. Is that the Gilchrist? And he was at KC for a short while before Lord. Is that the same Gilchrist? I think he's at no, he's not at JC. No, where is he? Is that the same Gilchrist or Miguel Coley? I think this has been the Miguel Coley thing has been answered. Will Miguel Coley leave what he's getting to take what Jamaica is offering?
Not at this time. Not at this time. I don't think he'll do it.
And fresh strike if they want strike.
Strike if they want strike, I wouldn't them.
Okay. Won't be, the GFF basically gave up the campaign when they could have tried to salve it. I think things could change, if things don't go right. But so let's
So who would you give the job? If you're the president and you're responsible for hiring coach, who would you give the job if Tapper goes?
all right, so let me tell you how I operate. So if I'm in a toxic relationship, before I try to think about the other girl, I need to get out of it. All right? The first thing you need to do is to get out of it. You can't say, right, I don't have a girl to get to, so I'm going to stay in this toxic one. If I'm in a relationship, let me say it, relationship, and the girl will give me about night and day, I am not going to say, boy, me I go stay in the relationship, you know, until me find a next girl. No, I am going to get out. I'm going to get out of the relationship and then try and find the next girl. But I'm not going to stay in the relationship and suffer, saying I'm waiting until I find the girl. So I don't have to worry about who next. I just need to get out of the mess. That's the first thing.
So basically, you don't think about another coaching for the job.
I don't even think, but the first thing I need to do is to get out of this situation. When I get out of this situation, then I can move on. I think Owen and Sports Friend is saying that Owen Green, the YCA is the YouTubers Coaching Association.
YCA.
Yeah.
YCA.
Yeah. YouTube Coach Association. And this person is saying that I think players have more respect for Paul Hall deep down, so give him the job. Let me get this. I'm sorry, but Tapper is toxic and he's very divisive. Tapper is responsible for the tone in the team. Tapper never takes responsibility. How can he delegate your responsibility to Hall? I agree. You can't have a person you can't have a person talking to your players. You have to get involved. You understand me? You're asking, you're a leader. What happened if you love the girl? Bridget.
Hard to leave, man. Hard to leave.
hard to leave? No, but the girl don't love you.
But you love her, it's still hard to leave.
But she don't love you, brethren. In other words, you will find a next girl that you can love. All I'm saying that leave the toxic thing and don't stay in the toxic situation.
That'll take a while, man. It take time.
Let it take a while, but get out of it, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, man. Big up.
But I don't agree.
From our sports frenzy.
I don't agree with the part where I say that Tapper don't take responsibility. I already take responsibility for the Panama game, so I have to give him credit on that. You understand? That is what the fans want to hear. You know, come and talk to us, tell us what is happening. Stop staying wide. That's why I said communication is his downfall. That's why he's getting all of these bashing, because he don't like to communicate with his fans, and most communicate with some of the players there.
Yeah. All right. Sometimes I have to mute you here. Yeah, because of the background sound. All right. If you let your kids run over your house, then you're already lost your home. If the players strike, play the ones who want to play, and get other later and move on and rebuild. Yeah, you can't. I don't believe. Listen, you cannot be held ransom. You cannot be held ransom by players. Right? Oh, Gilchrist from Montego Bay. I think he's at JC. I think he's some assistant at JC. Grant FC. Is he better than the present person that we have? That's the question. What happened if you owe the girl money for the axiom? You leave her on PR, afterwards you don't have to stay. So if you're playing in a team and a coach is fired and you strike, get rid those players. You can have players holding you. Exactly. You can't be held ransom by players. What love got to do with? Love alone can pay the mortgage. Here you go. And this is a female talking. She says love has nothing to do with it, bro.
Most a female come with that argument. I can swear. No feelings whatsoever.
No, listen. Yeah. All right. The truth is, though, that if the situation is bad, like, here's the thing we have to admit. We have to admit, people. Again, I think the players need to stop and look into themselves. You see, Tapa already has something that they don't have. And what they should do, with all due respect to Coach Whitmore, let me call him Coach Whitmore, all due respect to Coach Whitmore, the players need to say, listen, we cannot allow ourselves or the coach or the GFF to deny us or hinder us from getting this one-time opportunity to play in our World Cup. And Taxi needs to see that. Andre Blakes need to see that. Damian Lowe, Speedy, Alvas. And he says, listen, if there's a next person can get us to the place, if a next person can get us to the place, I'm going to work with that person because that's where I want to go. I want to play in the World Cup, right? Because Tapa has been there. I want to share that same level of success as he had. And if he's not the man, I'm willing to work with someone else. But while he's here, I'm going to respect him. And like, you can't hold the nation's football ransom by saying, if this man is not there, I am not going to play. I don't have any proof of it. I don't know. I don't have any proof of it. You understand me? But if it is so, I think that is immature thinking from the players. Immature thinking. What if the woman have secret for you and I go load up the thing? Say you love. We are her bingo. I mean, listen, that's why, here's what I'm saying. And this is I mean, though it is said in jest, it's the real issue is, are there dirty laundries? Are there dirty laundries that is preventing some of the tough decisions from being made? You understand me? Why is it so hard over the years? Why it has been so hard for people to be released from their duties except for the coaches from overseas? Every time we have a local coach, there seems to be a problem. Remember, Tapa wasn't fired, you know. People forget that Tapa resigned the last time. You understand me? Is it the truth that probably there are some secrets that people said, if you ever, which is blackmail. If we having blackmail in the football, it cannot go anywhere. It can't go anywhere.
A lot of speculation.
Yeah, and at some point somebody have to say, listen, expose what need to expose for the sake of the football. And I would say still, if I am failing and they're going to replace me, like, why would I want, if I love the country, why would I want to reveal these secrets? Because the secret's not going to destroy just the person, but it may mess up the whole football. Do I want that? I would consider the cost. Eagle Republic says Tapa is always deflecting. I think yeah, man. It's the players kicking the ball long. It's McGee or Ravel not calling for the ball. It's the players' inability to adjust to the heat, the sun, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, a lot of excuses. Yeah, there you go. Sometimes you have to make the truth. Listen, let the chips fly where they may. Make them spill the beans. Make them spill the beans. Because the truth is, if the perceived blackmail continues, the football going to mash up anyways. And listen, here's what I believe. When you're in a situation where whatever you do, the secret can be revealed. Here's what you do. Do what is right. You understand me? So listen, if the secret is going to be revealed, let it be revealed for me doing what is right. Because at the end of the day, what people can still reveal the secret. Whatever secrets are there. He
That's
can
true,
still
that's true.
keep the job and still reveal the secret. So
That's true.
I'm going to do the right thing. Let them reveal the stuff.
Question though, man. Question to you and the panel and the person in the comment section. What difference you see the assistant coaches bring to the national team, the Marion Garden and the Paul Hall? What different style of play you see the players are going out on the field doing? What difference you see them add to the team?
All right, so I know that the assistant coach was working with Javon Watson. So we will know if the if the assistant coach Marion Garden had any impact when we see Javon Watson, hopefully in the game tonight. So we will know. All right, with Paul Hall, I've watched some of the clips of training, and I think a lot of the drills that the team has been doing they're the influence of Paul Hall. When I see some of the clips of training, to me they look new compared to what used to be done. I remember it was reported that on a particular trip, players had to be doing some of that, giving certain activities and certain drills to be done, which is actually saying that what was being done was not appreciated. So the players, certain players, a particular player took it upon himself to offer some help in that area, which most of the players enjoyed. All right, so I think in that aspect, you won't see the full effect of a Paul Hall, I think, in the present construct, because the truth is the coach has a preference for certain players that I think could interfere the input of the assistant. But we'll see Marion Garden's input when we look at Haka today in terms of how fit he is and how well he plays, because the reports are that he was the one who was working with the player. People, I hope you're hitting the like button, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Remember as well, listen, we have several other vloggers on the program, and I think we need to share the love, right? Let me just shout out some of them. Military Guna, right? If you have not checked out his channel, subscribe. The Formula, I tell people he's a cool ruler on YouTube, always cool, calm, and composed. You have to check him out, all right? Let me give you some other names. The Coach's Desk, they call him full of style and flavor, the biggest around here. You understand? You have Unseen Sports, who is here with me. You finally get to see the unseen. All right, then you have Sports Frenzy in the house as well. You also have Dre Anyweather, who he's a part of the football in 90, kind of have the scoop on a lot of the footballs. And then you have Ryan LFC, all right, and Talawa TV. So check out their stuff. If you have not yet subscribe to their channel.
Sport details.
Sports
detail.
Yes, Sports on the middle with Eddie Gona as well, who I saw earlier. Yeah, man. And please, people, hit the like button. Let's see if we can, increase the subscription on the channel. Go ahead. Unseen, what are you saying?
Yeah, so my conclusion to that is basically what you're saying is that it's an upgrade to Tapa system, because basically it's the same style from the last World Cup the team playing. So basically, if there are improvement in drills and stuff like that, it's basically an upgrade of Tapa system then, because of the same long ball. You understand? So to me, I don't see an improvement for none of these assistant coach, not one.
Yeah. All right. So you think you really believe, given what you have observed, and let me put a Fresh God comment. Fresh God comment is very important. They are all assistant. The buck stops with the coach, unseen. Tapa call. Listen, I always hear this with assistant referees. You know what they say about them? You are here to assist, not to insist. An assistant coach is there to assist the coach to carry out the coach's idea, not to insist on their own idea. All Paul Hall can do is find out from Whitmore what Whitmore wants to do and assist Whitmore in carrying that out. That's what an assistant do. You're there to assist, not to insist.
Man, in England, when they fire a head coach, they fire the assistant as well.
Huh? No,
in
because
England, when they fire a head coach, they fire the assistant as well.
Not why? Because they come together. In other words, why?
Right.
Because normally
Right.
the coach who brings in the person. But to say what is their influence, it's going to be hard to see because a lot of what is done in our football, it is a coach.
All right.
So Cataract, hold on. The Cataract is saying the problem, the chips are flying. They need to fall. Listen, I hope Birdie, find some of those chips and come drop in the offering plate of messages.
You have to whistle and get them.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But go ahead with what you were saying.
Yeah, so basically, watching these coaches, because I'm watching Marion Garden in the schoolboy league, and then watching, Paul in England with his team. First, but Marion Garden first. His team, Garvey Massey. I watch him coaching Garvey Massey, and it's the same style as Tapper. Nobody to compliment Tapper. Right? Tapper is a defensive coach, and there is no attacking coach there to complement him. So I don't understand where is, and that is one of the reasons. Not only Tapper have it, Donovan Ducky have that problem also. It's a good defensive coach, but doesn't have an attacking coach to complement him, and this is one of the biggest problems these coaches.
You think Tapper is a good defensive coach, and Tapper said the team is
but
too much? No,
before now.
Before when? When was he a good defensive? When was he a good defensive?
Remember we go final in the World Cup, How much goal we concede?
When you're talking when? 2000 and when?
When we went to the World Cup final.
2019.
How much goal we concede?
I think we
conceded. Grading based off.
Go back and check, because I think we conceded goals in almost every game or every other game. We have always conceded.
We conceded goal against Costa Rica, USA.
We have to check because I don't have the facts. But
Costa Rica and USA we conceded.
2015? No man, it will be 2019.
No man, 19. Costa Rica, USA, and I think 80.
All right, go and check this stats and then if you can Google that.
Remember it. Costa Rica, 80, and USA. Those two teams scored on us.
Those three teams. And how many games did we play? 5.
1, 2,
Mexico
3.
Didn't we play in the finals against Mexico? Wasn't it Mexico we played in the finals?
No, we played USA in the final.
And USA defeated us so much?
2-1.
2-1. So we conceded 2. In the semifinals, we knocked out Mexico.
Right, 1 love.
Was it Mexico? 1 love. All right.
Right, taxer and free kick.
Free kick. All right. In the preliminary stages, I think we had 1 win and 2 draws because we didn't lose a game.
Yeah, we lose against. I think we lost. No.
Check it. No, that's what I say. You have to get. Fresh God going to get all of the stats. But and he's also correcting you, saying that your Marion Garden plays attacking football. I guess I'm saying
when
with Paul Hall, they both play attacking football, so I don't get it.
When Marion Garden play attacking football.
But he's from that side and probably played with Marion Garden still, so I don't know.
I see Marion Garden play against Casey. I was in the stadium play against Casey, right? And Casey scored 2 goals on him. Instead of him changed to attacking formation, he put him play double D and play 1 forward. Alright, leave that out. We played Gavin Massey under 14 because I was coaching the under 14 team at Charlemont. Right? We played them in the quarterfinal stage at Charlemont High School. Right? Then when the match
something right, people Unseen Sport is talking about the 2019 World Cup. When we went to the finals,
right,
against against Mexico, right? Went to the 2019 finals against Mexico and we lost. All right. That's what you're talking, right?
2019 we go final or 2017?
2017, man, because USA
Yeah,
beat us 3-1
2017.
in
In this,
2019. We beat Panama 1-0 in
right.
2019, and we drew with Curacao in 2019. So we conceded goals in 2019. If you go to 2000, are you, what 2017? So I don't know. You understand me?
Yeah, but if Tapa is not a defensive coach, what type of coach is he?
That is a question that we need to find. That is a very good question to ask. What
What
kind
type
of
of coach
coach
is
is
he?
Tapa?
Right? Alright. So fast forward to the Marion Garden term I'm gonna try to make. So after the game finished, the under 14 game, I went to Marion Garden and asked him, why didn't you change the formation to an attacking formation, or add more, attacking players on the field. You are down and out in the champions, you're 2 goal under in the champions in cup game, and you need to win the game or try to draw the game to go to penalty shootout. You know what he said to me?
Go ahead.
You know what he said to me, man? Guess. Make a guess.
No, you tell me.
All right, I'm going to tell you. He said that he's protecting his name. He don't want to concede any more goal. That's why he went defensive. And I said, you understand me? And that is the coach in the national team. Not telling a lie.
Okay. I hear you.
But not tell a lie, I swear.
Okay. All right. But I don't think these coaches can have an impact in the national team based on the coach that we have and how he wants to play. But people have been asking when are we going to drop the squad? Once we end the stream, I'm going to run out and contact the birdies, and I will get it and do a very short video looking at the starting 11. I also want to big up Simon Preston at Reggae Boys Commentary. I mean, he and we did a program on my channel. I mean, very, very good. I mean, very articulate, well spoken, and balancing his opinion. All right. So please, that's the next channel that you all know it. If you don't know it, you need to know it, and you need to subscribe to it as well. That is Reggae Boys Commentary. So big up Simon Preston. And again, thanks for coming over and joining. But why this guy is crazy? Paul Hall is assistant coach. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not going to see you're not going to see a lot of Paul Hall influence on the team. Like when you look at a Marino, most of us don't even know who Marino's assistant coach is in the teams that he's at. Why? Because who is at Arteta assistant coach? You don't know because you don't see the influence of those guys
We
unless
don't
they
know because we don't research it or try to find it.
What I'm saying, you can't say you see the imprint of Marino's assistant. You can't say you see the imprint of that person's assistant on the team. It don't work like that. Whatever you see from the team is generally the head coach. Is generally the head coach.
Man, you have to go and dig deep and find the unseen, right? Because football is not about one coach member. You understand me? It's about a collection of coaches, right? You is the head coach for Prairie FC. Who and you work together? You is the head coach.
What I can tell you is this.
Yes.
My team has my imprint on it.
Right.
You can't look at my team and say, boy, the assistant coach. No.
But what I'm saying, does the assistant coach compliment you?
Yeah, but I think the assistant coach compliment with more.
No, sir, I don't think that. I don't see that.
You don't think so?
No, sir. No.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
that's not funny, bro. Unseen. Will you
Will
be
you
open to
get to
take the
take?
assistant coach job from Marion Guard instead of criticizing? I am not criticizing. I'm not criticizing. I'm just stating what I asked a question and I got an answer. And in
Yeah.
my opinion, as a head coach, you should not. You should have a different approach by not protecting your identity but trying to win a game. That's basically what I'm saying. I'm not criticizing. You know.
Yeah. But people want to um want to know what the starting 11 is, and most of us are going to be um as close to it as possible. All right. Again, we're gonna give you hours, and then we go, you know, later we'll let you know what the coach's own is. All right. So we're going we're going to do that now unseen, right? So I'm going to get you to assist me, and we're going to put in some names and then ask the people. A lot of persons have done this already on their channels, and I think I have done one um, previously, but yeah, we're going to run through it again and see if we can come up with a good enough 11 playing um, the formation that we believe Coach Whitmore will be playing. So, people, we believe that the coach is going to stick to what he knows best, which is to play the formation that he consistently uses, which is the 4-2-3-1. It is a crisis game, and from where we sit, from what we have been seeing, from what we have been hearing, he's going to stick to that formation. All right, so he's going to stick to that formation. That formation is the 4-4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1. All right, so let's see if unseen. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes.
yeah, so that is the formation. All right, so and see Ian, let me just put up Ian's comment. Paul Hall is an attacking coach. So if Paul Hall had an imprint on the team, you'd see more attacking. That's what I'm saying, is that this team it has the influence of Whitmore all over it. And it's not because an assistant is there to assist, not to insist. All right. So let's pick a starting 11. Very easy. We know that in goal, starting will be Andre Blake. All right. No doubt about that. Andre Blake starts in goal.
Yeah, Andre Blake is the best, so I have to go with
All
him. He's
right.
the captain.
So he's a goalkeeper. He's the captain of the side. Um,
Right. Low.
we have Damian Lowe.
Damian
All
Low.
right.
And then
And then Adrian Mariappa.
Maps.
Yeah.
Maps. Playing well so far for Jamaica in that position also.
Always. I
Not
mean,
bad, not bad at all.
that is why I don't agree with people complaining about commitment. Because the the players that represent Jamaica, they are committed. Where you understand me? We don't. There's a
Right.
30-year-old who continues to show his commitment to the national team. All right, left back. These
Yeah.
are the sure picks. We know that Kemar Lawrence is
Taxi.
definitely taxi is starting.
Taxi.
All right, all right. We know that Speedy. So let's put in what we call the
Speedy.
sure. Yeah, well, let's put
Williams.
in
Devon Williams.
the sure picks in the team. All right, Devon Williams. All right. Now we believe that Javon Watson is going to start the game. All right. Given some of the comments, let's go up front. We know that Shamar Nicholson is going to be
Number 9.
The number 9. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 positions or 4 slots to fill.
Him not gonna change. Him have to play Alva Sport. Him have to play Alva
All
Sport.
right. So
There's no doubt.
Alvas Powell, although I believe from what I've heard that Alvas Powell could be on the bench.
Sitting on the bench.
All right.
Birdie, speak to you.
Yeah. All right. So, I'm going to go with the Birds. I know what you're saying, but I'm going to go with the Birds. I am going to go with the Birds. We don't have Javane Brown, so we're going to put Brian Brown, but it's actually Javane Brown. So I'm going to go with the Birds. All right. So that's it. All right. Jamal Lowe.
Right, we have Jamal Lowe.
Yeah, Jamal Lowe is going to play in this game. That means he's going to play one more game, and that's it. All right. Let me go with the Birds again. I know people may differ, but I'm working with the Birds.
You think him going to start, Terry Maggie?
I'm working with the Birds. And the Birds are normally right. All right? The Birds are normally right, people. We can't put other names, but I'm telling you, the Birds are normally right. Birds are normally right. All right? So, people, how would you rate this team?
I have a problem with the camera roof. And I'm not so sure he will play Tariq Magee start that game.
All right.
Based on his interview, when he said that his work rate is not up to par, and you have a Bobby Reed, and plus you have a problem with the defensive midfielder that is Javon Watson, which he might play. I think he will play Bobby Reed to compensate on Javon Watson. And I think what's this?
Unseen Sports. I didn't see they come from, bro.
Yes. No, I come from town, but I work in Linstead.
He coaches over there in Linstead.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So
that's my thought.
You were saying that Magee not starting?
No, I'm not saying maybe, because of his game. Because of the game against Costa Rica, he played well.
Bro,
right?
Bro, Magee is starting.
But I'm just thinking.
Bro,
trust
the Birds. Magee is starting.
Based on what? Based on
the Birds, Magee is starting.
Yes.
So if you want to change somebody else.
Based on the Birds. Leave Magee. I don't have any problem with Magee, I want him to start. But I'm just looking at the work rate in terms of defensive work rate in the middle. You have a problem here.
So who would you put in there instead?
So because Whitmore love Watson, and this position here so is kind of shaky.
Can you get fit that side of Mannings? Bobby Reed will come off a bench. Where's Bobby Reed? But Bobby Reed not in my side.
No, I'm saying Bobby Reed will come off a bench. Meaning him come off at the bench. Meaning not go start.
Bobby Reed will come off a bench, but I don't have Bobby Reed starting.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I get 10.
Oh. No, I thought he was saying that I'm going to get 10 from the US with this side.
No. You get 10 for the team you pick. But I don't like to see Kemar Roof coming off the window.
Yeah, because all right, so what is going to happen is that he's going to come more inside.
So it's an inverted winger.
So because we're going to clog up the midfield.
So one of his tactics is to cut in.
Yet, so when the defense we're
going
to come
in to stay wide
and clog up the middle.
Okay,
and let them
not to stay wide.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. So people, somebody saying what you're saying.
So how do you guys think?
We're getting 6. We're getting
how do you guys
this
think?
Side. Are you rating 6 out of 10? Go ahead, Unseen.
I'm gonna say, yeah, low is good there. Low is good there. Low is okay. But there's a problem with Watson here. I don't think he will perform up to par in this game against USA. I just don't think he'll perform based on fitness and match fitness. And we know as a coach how that go. You know, not playing professional football, coming to a USA game to start. It's gonna be a big problem to me. What say you?
Go ahead. I didn't hear that. Go ahead. I didn't hear it so clearly. Go ahead.
All right. So my problem is the Watson defensive role here.
Yes.
Right? I think because of his fitness and those players that they're going to go up against in that USA middle right there. I think Watson is going to be a liability.
Watson. So all right. So here's what.
Starting.
So all right. So what is going to? All right. Again, what I believe can happen, because you don't have to play your middle three as a triangle. You can play as a flat middle three when you're defending. And like I said that, remember, they are inverted wingers, Damian Lowe and Roof. So they are going to come back inside and then create an next buffer in their midfield. Because what we remember how this is that when you look at the other options you have, who would you play? Like, how are you going to, if you don't play Watson, who you play instead? That is the question you'd have to answer.
Right, maybe you have to go. Maybe. Boy, it's difficult. I'm not really have the answer for that, but I would play 2 attacking and 1 mid.
2 attacking, but I don't understand.
2 attacking. I would change. I would play 1 D and 2 attacking midfielders.
So who do you change?
I will change out Watson. I will play Speedy at D and use Tariq and Bobby Reed.
But if you're saying that Watson is not going to be able to manage the running in there, you think if you have 2
and give Bobby Reed the role of
but you're gonna have follow what I'm saying. You're a coach, man. If you just said one of the reasons with Javon Watson being in there is you don't think he's going to be able to manage in terms of energy. Why would you then put a Tariq McGee that you were saying that you're going to start him because he's not going to tackle, alongside a Bobby Reed who is not a ball winner, to play with a Devon Speed?
Who is not a ball winner? Who is not a ball winner? Bobby Reed is not a ball winner?
No, sir.
What?
No, sir. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. He's not a ball winner. And so you're going to have Speedy Williams is not a ball winner. Anthony Grant was doing most of the tackling in the games. What Speedy does is positionally as well, and he's able to make the short pass as well. And so you can't play 3 persons who are not like strong ball winners when you are concerned about how the USA plays in the middle of the park.
All right. So we're going to play Javon Watson, who I think is unfit. Don't know what you think about it in the middle to make tackles. What you say about that?
All right, I will say this. I would trust Javon Watson if I have to play somebody to if I have to play somebody to win the ball. I'll trust Javon Watson to do that over McGee. He may not last the whole game, but I would trust him over McGee. I don't want to burden McGee with that responsibility. That's how I see it. And I don't think, like I said, I don't think Speedy is a ball winner, but he's good on the ball.
Well, I just don't see it based on experience, coaching. When you have an unfit person coming in a game, playing a crucial role such as that, it just go one way. People run around you. That's all me see. Especially
all right, go ahead. Let me let you finish.
Especially in this, it's an international elite level football game. Where they're going to go against, the top players from USA. So based on my experience, I just see the play them around. And him kick them down and get yellow card or something.
Yeah. One thing I can say to you, you should be happy that Shatter not in the chat today. Because if Shatter was in the chat, if Shatter was in the chat, Shatter would ask you why you're not starting McGee. But because Shatter, wherever you are.
No. I am saying based on to start. I'm saying based if you're gonna start Watson, right? Because if you know,
Yes.
you're gonna start Watson, which is a liability to me. We need a defensive attacking midfielder, right? To compensate.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking about.
Okay. All right. What? All right. Here's our next coach, Coach Miller. Big up football.
Big up Coach Miller, yeah.
Yeah, man. Next
big analyst in the building.
Listen, some manage, man. Does it mean we must have a ball winner, as you call it, to recover the ball? All right.
Good question. Thanks.
All right. And here's why I think it is important, because we don't generally possess the ball. If we were a team that that is competent in possessing the ball, like how the Spaniard played the system of tiki-taki, and they didn't, like, you understand me, that Barcelona, where they don't have like ball winners, but they normally have the ball. So they don't necessarily need that. What they need is people who understand the position to play team defense more than individual defense. With a Jamaica team that always are without the ball, you need people who can get it back or to apply enough pressure there and hustle and create hustles in the middle of the park to at least give you a little possession so you can counter. And I believe that based on what we have now, I would think that Watson would do a better job of that alongside Speedy than to put McGee beside him or Bobby Reed beside him. If we had Anthony Grant, I would not have a problem replacing
would have a problem.
Watson. Exactly.
Would have a problem. Nobody would have a problem.
That is what I'm saying.
But remember the difference with Anthony Grant.
Hold on, let me say this. Hold on. That is what I'm saying, Coach. What I'm saying, Coach Miller. I'm saying, given what we have now, we don't possess the ball. I don't foresee us having, for the last 10 games we have played, even the games that we won in the Gold Cup, we never had better possessions than the team that we even beat. So if you're always without the ball and you're scoring on the counter, you have to be able to have somebody who can win that ball back.
That's true.
But go ahead.
But based on his fitness, do you think he can do that in the game? That's what I'm asking you. Do you know his fitness level?
Okay. All right.
So
All right. So fine. All right. So fine. All right, Coach Miller and Ansi. So he's not fit. Okay. So let's work with it because we don't know his condition enough. We are assuming that he's fit enough to play 60 minutes.
Not even 60 minutes.
Remember this. Remember, initially, so my point is not that Javon Watson should be in the team. I have already stated categorically that he should not have been. He was not playing competitive football, so he should not have been included. So fine. He wasn't. Now that he's in the squad, he was called in, according to the coach, for crisis situation. This is a crisis situation. And if he's not going to play in a crisis situation, why then is he in the team any at all? And so what I'm saying is that I am thinking that this is the coach reasoning. All right? And that is why a Grant would be there. Because if you're saying that we don't need a ball winner, we don't really need Anthony Grant either.
No, we're talking about, all right. So for this game specifically, but what Miller is saying that we win the ball most of the time, but what we do with the ball after is the problem with us, with whatever player we use.
Play on the counter.
You understand? We win the ball a lot of time, but what we do with the ball? What we win the ball in the middle? Nothing at all, and then more pressure on us. It's like the ball become hot party because of the system.
Okay, so what you are suggesting is that we need to have more players who can keep the ball in the team.
Right.
Okay, so you believe, all right? So watch me now, all right? So I'm going to work with your watch this, people, because according to Unseen, he's saying that his reason is to keep people who can possess the ball, all right, and forget about this winning the ball thing. Get people who can win the ball, all right. So let's go, Bobby Reed. Remember that first team is the Birdies team, all right. So there you go, family. All right. So that's Bobby Reed. So you believe, based on what you have seen in the Gold Cup of Bobby Reed representing Jamaica, he would be able to do the job right there, based on what you have seen? Have you seen him play? When have you seen him playing in this position?
No, I wouldn't play him like that, you know. I would
Where
put
would you
one D. I would just put slide and play
Oh,
two attack.
Oh, so you're
right,
going
and
one.
slide game, man.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, so let's see if we can change the formation. So you're going 4-1. Basically a 4-1.
4-1-2.
4-1-2. 2-1.
Yeah. Yes.
Let's do it that way.
4-1-2-2-1.
So let's do it this way. And then you slide him here.
Yes.
Okay. All right, people.
That's what I would do. Because there's no way I would want somebody. All right, I don't want somebody to in the team, and then I'm gonna say, all right, because of this crisis, I'm gonna play. That don't make no sense to me, man. You don't want this player in the team, and then all of a sudden, through the crisis, I'm gonna say, all right, put him in another position. And you don't know if he can play. Do a good shift in the first 15 minutes when USA go press us.
Yeah. All right.
USA not gonna show no mercy, you know.
But all right, so follow me. All right, so let's go through. Miracle plus any 10 with the exception of Watson. All right. Oh, Javin, bro. I don't know how Javin Brown would look there. I don't know. Here's someone saying, sports friend is saying Bobby Reed cannot play CM.
Why?
Never played there. Watson is not a ball winner even when he was young. You remember that he normally fouls players. Remember, Goodner man can't even pass a ball. He normally close down plays and full of energy. Well, that's a good thing to have somebody who can.
And him don't have the energy now.
Okay. All right. So people, what do you believe that this Jermila? What do you think about this? Is it better than the previous team where we had Javon Watson? Is this a better setup? Siobhan is saying this is Siobhan Peart is saying good formation, wrong personnel. What would be a change though, Siobhan? And sports friend is saying that Speedy alone cannot play here if Jamaica looking in a result. Era leader is saying no, this is not better than the previous team. Fresh God is saying that USA will run over that midfield. Hence why they cannot play Bobby and Maggie centrally. They said that you should do better than that. We'll overcrowd and run over that midfield selected by Unseen. All right, man's man. It's hard for me to explain so most can understand, but let me try. The attacking structure doesn't have to be the same as the defensive structure. All right? Getting that. That is true. Meaning how you attack is different from how you defend.
At least never analyst who is there on my side. The backing.
All right.
I really backing.
All right, so people.
Junior Flem is in this side, right?
Yes, Junior Flem in this side. Coach Miller.
So I don't
Jump on I am sure on Instagram right now And yeah, just jump on the Instagram right now and I send you the link there. I am sure, quick and fast. Just go on. Your Instagram, Coach Miller, because I'd love to have you on to explain the points so people can get it. All right. So if you can go on Instagram right now, we're looking out, we're waiting on it. People, we're gonna get Coach Jerry Miller to come on and explain his strategy. Right. So yeah.
So next person I will move Amari, because I think more with favor William Flemings in that position.
You all right? So you are taking out Amari.
Yeah.
One thing I can tell you, of all the players who recently played, the one that the coach rates the most is actually he actually highly rates Kemar. That I will say.
Him rate Amari playing off the wing.
No, I don't know where, but he rates him highly. I don't know where. I don't know playing where. Yeah. All right, so we're just going through his team.
But right. We just can't understand people. People don't want.
When I say because I'm not getting people, generally I don't. This is all right. So let me just do it this way. Normally I don't share the link in the comment section because it creates issues sometimes, right? So, but because I want to hear the views of Coach Miller, yeah, I'm going to drop it so you can jump on. There it is, Coach Miller. So you can click on that and come on. All right. So yeah. Ian, hope and pray for the best with that starting 11. People, you saw the first starting 11 that I had. I think that starting 11 would get a better result.
Because of their. I'm gonna tell you what you're thinking. You're thinking at management. You're thinking that because Watson's position that he plays at is that his personal position. So you're thinking based on his position he will do a shift, right? You're not looking at the fact that he's unfit. He falls out of he makes more falls, more than even Damian Lowe. Right?
Yeah.
He doesn't pass well. Right. And the most important thing as a coach is fitness is one of the key aspects in a football game. Match fitness, actually. Alright? So you have to put that in your brain and try to understand that.
All right, I hear you. But here's what I want you to understand. Your team has not proven itself to keep possession of the ball. Why do you want so much ball-playing players in your midfield and no one who tackles? I'm saying right now you don't have anybody who tackles. That is the issue with this, but let Coach Miller come on and explain. Coach Miller, the link, I just dropped the link here so you can click on it. So what if Javon Watson just sit deep? He's the one who almost like he plays like a third center back. Plays like a third center back. Basically. You understand me? So his job is not to join the attack. His job is just to stay right there as that pivot in front of the defense and behind the midfield. Right? And then Speedy does more of the moving around and things. And like I said, that you bring in Jamal Lowe. I don't know if I would start Junior Fleming. I think Junior Fleming is one of our impact players. Like, I find it that when Junior Fleming comes onto a game, he looks better in the national team than when he starts a game.
I agree with you. So but I don't like.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Anthony.
I don't like Roof coming off the wing though.
Yeah, but Roof can play and off the right, off the left, behind the forward, and he can play all 4 positions, and he has played them. He has played them.
But playing the Panama game, which position he played in the Panama game?
But you're looking at the Panama game. When he plays for his club team, he plays all of those positions. When he was at Leeds, he has been deployed in all of those positions and did them well. So he's not new to it. But he's only had 1 game. What I'm saying is that he's only had 1 game to play. And he played 2 possessions, basically. Well, I don't even know. I mean...
But I want to ask you a question. Jamal Lowe played 1 game for Jamaica too as well, don't he?
Yeah, and he played off the wing.
And played well, right?
Yeah. Different circumstances, not a competitive game. It was a friendly international. 2 different things. 2 different things.
A lot of excuse.
Huh? No, it's not an excuse. It's the truth. It's not an excuse.
Okay.
That is your. Let's go back to. So people rate Unseen Sports Squad. All right.
They rate it already, man. We get a lot of bashing, but that's what I will go with.
That's what you'll go with. So let me go back to my.
You go back here.
Well, no, the birds. This is the birds, right? This is what the birds. Where is it? Brian Brown. Remember that is Brian Brown.
Javin
actually Javin Brown. So Alva sits on the bench. Where Bobby Reed is, there you go. So this would be my 11. All right, rate again. So we just rate formula. This is the Birdies 11. What do you think now? What do you think? So you've seen the Birdies 11. Now you have seen you have seen Unseen Sports 11. Which one?
All right. You see if Javon Watson was up to par, it would be a nice for team setup because of his and we don't sure about him right now in terms of his football fitness and whatsoever.
Right,
it's a big problem.
How many minutes you think you need out of him in a game like this?
That's why I'm going to start him.
Okay. All right. So let me see the ratings on this time. Eagle Pop game will be on ESPN Univision TUDN in the USA.
US.
All right. I've never seen play wing for Rangers. He played off the wing. Sometimes for lead, but he was younger and has some injuries since then. So I don't know about him running all the way back. Okay, very good point. One people. One was a big footballer. Did you all know that? Could have played for. He was waiting to play for Jamaica, but looked like he gave up on football. I don't know. Near Sovereign says Haka need only shift and disrupt US mids, then pass to Speedy, which is suggesting that he think he could play. Yeah.
For how long?
For how long? I don't know. 60 minutes. Your leader said this team gets an 8. 10. Again, thanks. All right. Jeff Entertainment says Rangers system and style is different. Roof don't really play wide because Rangers wing backs play like I think Trent and Marcelo. So Roof tucked in similar to Ronaldo late Real Madrid. Yeah. 9. This man is saying Alvas over Brown. Demo is saying Alvas over Brown. What? Why? And that side get 8.5. Management, we need a 20 minutes at the end of the game for Haka Watson. All right, so you're saying that don't start him.
At the end of the game.
Don't start him. Who do you start though? Eagle Republic. One. Who should we play there? That's what I keep asking. You know.
You see people agree with me now. people just really agree with me now, you know.
Unless you're going to put Javian Brown in Haka and put Alvas at right back manning. Alvas not fit as well as Brown is fit. Javon Watson can give you only 25 to bring him in the second half. All right. All right. So we're waiting on Coach Jerry Miller to join us to give us his tactical breakdown. All right.
Right.
One thing. All right. So let's make those changes. Let's put Javian Brown. People, where you see Brian Brown is actually Javian Brown, but we don't find him on this thing. And let us start Alvas. All right. So how about that?
That's not bad. But there's going to be a problem with Alvas and Roof, though.
What? Alvas and Roof? Why? Why?
Because Alvas will tend to overlap, attack, and Roof. I don't think Roof have the legs to defend, help defend on the wing.
But he didn't do a lot of attacking in the last game
against Costa Rica.
No. Alvas has really not been attacking in this campaign so far.
Unless the coach sit down with him and talk to him, because in the World Cup, every minute him give daily headache.
Yeah, well, I think since the World Cup, certain things has changed. People, if you have not yet, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. You know that we're not running all day, so you have to hit the like button. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. All right.
With the Brian Brown in the middle, you know.
Javian Brown.
Javian Brown in the middle. He is fit, pass well, can tackle well, because you know most of the time a good CDM can play. A good CB can play CDM most of the time. Right?
Okay.
Agree? You agree?
Huh?
You agree with that?
Do I agree with that? Yeah. I agree with that. I do agree. I think that can work. You understand me? I think you have a point there, but the thing is that he's inexperienced. This would be his first game. Basically his first game in this position. Right? So you know, there's this issue of do we experiment? Should we experiment in a game like this with him? Should we give him his debut, playing him in a position that he has never played before for the national team, when he's doing so well in the center back? You understand me? He's doing well in the center back, in the right back position for his club. Why are we going to now put him in a position he has not played to give him a debut for the national team?
That's a good question. But whether or not we like it, yes or no, there is going to be somebody who is not playing their natural position going to be in that CDM, because Watson won't last for the whole game. So, so that's the next issue. There's going to be somebody.
All right. So could we? All right. So maybe the coach could actually use his starting 11 with Javian Brown, and then if he's not functioning, then he could move him.
Change. Right.
Maybe that is an option.
Because whether we like it or no, we're going to have somebody who are not naturally person who play that position going to play there.
All right. So what about I like this Eagle Republic. Let's take Eagle Republic's idea and do this. Let's put him up, Alvas up here, and put Javian Brown there. What do you think?
I'm gonna dribble at the defender. They dribble at Well, kind of. I think he's going to attack.
Alvas is going to attack.
Yeah, he's going to attack. Shoot long shots and those stuff.
All right. What if we did it like this, though? Watch this. All right. Watch this. What if we did it like this? Put Speedy on the left because you know that Kemar Lawrence is disciplined, and put Alvas on the right of that 2 CDM pivot, and basically have him so that way you don't have to depend on Roof to run back into defensive cover, but to come back in midfield, while Alvas will always be on the right side, so we can double up defensively on that side.
That's not a bad idea. It's a good one.
You understand me?
I just don't trust Roof though in the defensive part of it.
Okay.
And he's pressing.
Yeah. Neo, I really get I know 3-5-2, but I think 3-5-2, a couple of things I realize. And like I said, I'm working with the birds. All right. But let me say this, right? 3-5-2 is a couple of things you're doing. You're changing formation and you're changing personnel. You're moving personnel out of their regular formation in a new system. You understand what I mean? I think a new formation and changing personnel is too many changes. So play your same formation and then you can change some personnel in position. I think that is a better idea than to change both the formation and put personnel in positions that they are not used to. And that is why I think the coach is going to stick to his regular formation or preferred formation. Brown matches up against McKinney.
Only top of the headache. If you're a Jamaican fan, you have a headache too, man. Because you want to see your team win, so you want to get involved.
Yeah. We're still trying to get Coach Miller on. We're changing what we have been doing has been working. Too many changes when basically everything has been going wrong. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Stick to your formation and just make, because really, let me ask this question last night on the coach's desk. Please remember to check out the other YouTubers and things. All right. Ask this question: is the starting 11 better than the starting 11 against Costa Rica?
But remember, we don't have players, you know. It's not better than
the Costa Rica team. The only person, well, who is missing from the Costa Rica game? Corey Burke.
Terragot.
No, who started?
Terragot didn't start. No, who started?
Anthony Grant.
And
Junior Fleming started. Corey Burke started.
All
right. Corey Burke, Anthony Grant, and Junior Fleming. So we have added instead Kemar Roof and Jamal Lowe for Corey Burke and Junior Fleming. Is that an upgrade? And the only other thing is that we are downgrading in the Anthony Grant position because we don't have a CDM. So really, when you look at it, we have made 2 upgrades to the team and kind of downgraded in one area.
We have an unfit CDM.
We have an unfit CDM.
Right.
Yeah. Somebody saying I think this team is marginally better. Marginally, and that is what I'm saying. Look at the Mexico game. It's the same thing. We had Romario Williams starting, Burke starting also in that game. So the replacements are actually upgrades. But I see one is saying that Bobby Reed needs to play, in my opinion. Over who 1-1? Who would you play Bobby Reed instead of?
Bobby Reed can play roof position.
So you drop. All right, in the game at the National Stadium, right? Did Bobby Reed play against Panama? Did Bobby Reed play?
I don't think he started the game.
Really? Bobby Reed didn't start.
Bobby Reed, I don't remember.
Bobby Reed started against Panama. Come on, Seed man. You're a coach now. You can't forget them things here. The 8 players.
No, because remember, it's a losing game. I try to figure out losing game. You know?
No, man. then what are you going to use to make your analysis?
Try to figure out. It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment. When I try to remember those games,
Bobby Reed played and was substituted at halftime. You don't remember that?
His position. His position.
Bobby Reed played. I see them having. He played beside Mikel Antonio. So I don't know, because they played 4-4-2. How the team was set up was a 4-4-2. Bobby Reed played. The point I'm making is that who looked better in that game? Was it Bobby Reed or was it
Roof?
Or Kemar Roof?
Roof looked better. Roof had more opportunity on the goal.
Roof. Right. So
Right.
coach confirming that he came off at halftime. So if Bobby Reed plays, who do we replace? Do we take off Kemar Roof?
But you have to look at the different position, you know.
Or
Right. You have to look at the position. You have to look at the position. Some people play good in some position.
Okay, so what position are you going to put Bobby Reed in this team?
We just like Kemar Roof over there, so playing half the week.
So you're benching Kemar Roof?
Basically, because they're not going to put him, they're not going to start him over Amari person.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, how you start a man who played better than the next man?
But you have to look at the position, and the position is key, you know. The position you play at is key, man. You understand me? Playing person in their position that will get the best out of them is key also in football game.
You are saying drop Kemar Roof and start Bobby Reed, right? And if you start Bobby Reed, you're going to have to probably put him on the left.
Right.
You have to put him on the left, which means you're moving Jamal low. Mean that you're moving Jamal low to the right, Bobby Reed to the left. All right?
Question you have to ask yourself. If Bobby Reed have a good game, will he score? Yes. Will he defend?
If he has a good game, will he score?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? You have to ask yourself these questions. You know? If you get an opportunity in front of the goal, you know, like 2-3 opportunity, will he score? What percentage over Kemar Roof?
You think Kemar? Come on, we're not going to go down there, man. Come on, you cannot.
Playing for Jamaica. I'm not talking about
Kemar,
playing for
what I'm
Jamaica.
saying to you, isn't it unfair for you? What I'm saying, I'm seeing. Like, I don't understand your logic that you're using one game to say that Kemar Roof is not clinical for Jamaica. That don't come on, man. You're a coach, man.
But man is man. At this moment in time, we don't have any room for errors.
But what I'm saying, say that, but you cannot use the one game to say that the man is not clinical.
I am not saying it's not clinical. I am just saying that the percentage of Bobby Reed scoring over him is higher. That's what I'm saying.
Based on what?
based on Bobby Reid performance for Jamaica.
But but that's what you're doing. You're saying that Bobby Reid is more clinical for Jamaica than Kemar Roof when Kemar Roof has only played one game.
And then Bobby Reid more put in a more defensive shift for Jamaica than
You can
Kemar
make
Roof
that point, but
also.
what I'm saying, you
So
can make that.
it's two clear points.
What I'm saying to you is that you can make the point that Kemar Roof will be better defensively. What you cannot say is that Bobby Reid is more clinical for Jamaica because Kemar Roof has only played one game. One game. Only one game. And he looked better than Bobby Reid. The game that both of them played together, Bobby Reid looked so bad that he came off at halftime. And Kemar Roof played almost the entire game. So Kemar Roof looked better in his first performance for Jamaica. Given all the things that the coach has said that he never had enough time with the players, and Bobby Reid is used to the condition more than Kemar Roof, and Kemar Roof still look better. Now, if you're saying that you trust Bobby Reid to give you better work defensively, then that's cool. But for a while, Bobby Reid has not looked in the best of form for Jamaica either. That's the next issue.
So you believe then? You believe in playing Roof in a position that I don't know if you think that he will put in a great shift in that position. I don't know. That's what your logics why you playing?
Because I'm not playing him as an out and out winger. I'm not playing him. Remember, I'm playing him as a almost like a midfielder. So he's going to come in because remember, when I'm defending, I think Coach Jerry was saying this earlier that your defensive formation is oftentimes different from your attacking formation. So when we're attacking, we can do. He has a flexibility. In other words, we can attack also with the flexibility of Bowser holding up the ball and knocking it to him. Right? We can do that. We can play with that sort of flexibility. I think going forward, because he's so versatile, he gives me way more option going forward than a Bobby Reid. So I would trust him. And when I'm defending, all I want him to do is to tuck in, is to tuck inside to create less space on the inside for the US midfield, which pushes them on the outside. And when they are pushed on the outside, I'm going to trust my defense to hold. That is how I'd play it. And that is why I'd start him over Bobby Reid for this game and still have the option. I have 5 substitutions, so I can bring on Bobby Reid. Because here's the thing, I'm also moving to play Bobby Reid. I have to move Jamal Lowe from the position that he plays more comfortably in, which is off the left, to facilitate Bobby Reid. Because Bobby Reid plays on the left.
You're making a lot of sense. But I want you to whistle and tell your birdie to tell Whitmore to use that tactics in the game. You need to tell your birdie to tell Whitmore to use that tactics. If that tactic is used, well.
Yeah. And here Top 10 is saying Roof has played left for Rangers from last season. I think he's saying left wing.
So if you're taking out a Roof, then say you get winded in the game and you're taking out a Roof, who would you substitute him for?
Because then I can change depending on what is happening now. So let me do this, right? So let us go back to the teams that the Birds have disclosed. All right.
Okay.
So let's put back Kemar Roof right here. All right. So maybe it's how it is set up here. It really is more a 4. Let's leave it like that because it's going to be confused, right? So what I'm asking now is, this is just a formation. So how, and you know this, and Coach Miller, I know he's trying to get on. Let's see if it works out. You notice too that the formation is different from how players function within the formation. All right?
Right. The system is different. System is different from formation.
Right. Right. So follow me. So how you play within a formation is your system of play.
Right.
So what this is a formation, like how the
Right.
team are to set up, which with just a setup, because when you're defending, you don't defend like this. When you're
No.
attacking, you don't attack like this. So if I were the head coach, I'd say, listen, Bob, Jamal, when we are defending, right? Roof, you come in. So we play with forwards like this. So Roof, you're gonna come so centrally that watch this. It you are almost like behind Bowser, right? So if we counter and that ball goes to Bowser, you can turn and get a play. So Jamal, you and McGee are going to drop back to form a 4, right? So Alvas is going to come wider. McGee, Alvas, you're going to go wider. McGee, you're going to come right down into the middle, and Jamal, you come down. So it's almost like we transition defensively into a 4-4-1-1. Right? So that is how we function in this system. That would be my advice. So he has to tuck in. All right. So in terms of attacking, we must first look at how the opponent press, then decide how we're gonna beat the press. That's whether we're going to do it using the long ball or short passes. US press with a front 3. Yes, they do. They do. Sorry that we can't get on Coach Miller to come and yeah. Yeah, we just change that run, money. We're just looking at different scenarios and getting different persons and different opinion. Remember, people, I gave you what the birds whispered, didn't I? I told you for the most part what the birds said was going to happen. I did do that. Some of you missed it. I will do it before the video ends. And the right at Fulham, and he has even played a couple of games at right back. Okay.
The money's one. The bird said that Aka would start as well.
Yeah, I told you what the bird said. So this, but we're looking at different scenarios, though. Let's keep that. But things may change. That was last night. So like I said, I'm going to jump off and speak with them. We have a few more minutes to go. So with them pressing with a front 3, we must decide whether we're going to build up with 2, 3, or even 4 players behind the ball. This will determine the amount of support we have behind the lines of pressure. True. Good point. All right. So point by point, Coach Miller is analyzing things. All right. One says, true, this team is being picked without much tactical consideration. We are just picking a formation and putting the players we like in the team. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So what we have to do is that how do the players function in the system? That is why I'm saying that if the USA plays and like Coach Miller says with a front front 3 pressing, then it would be good to have Alvas. You understand me? And Speedy. Like I said, that how they play in that middle, it is to provide cover to the left, cover to the right, because generally Alvas is a right-sided player. And so that would help, right? And then when we possess the ball, we have the speed of low to counter, because I think the USA are slow defensively, and that is where I think we can beat them. Ron is saying that Bobby Reid have a better chemistry with Nicholson, and he has more experience playing for Jamaica. So I suspect that what Ron is saying is that we should play Bobby Reid over Kemaru. Yeah. Go ahead, Unseen. Talk about this comment on what Coach Jerry said. Yeah, you have some noise in your background. Yeah. 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 So people, we're in a tough spot.
Better now?
But, yeah, man, much better.
Yes, he has. Sir Jackson have a good point there. Oh, which one of the comments I must elaborate on? This one.
Yeah, let's.
No long ball to try beat the US press. It's the long ball. The long ball. We won in the USA game in the Gold Cup. You know, we played long ball. We won the ball. You know, but is what we do with the second ball is our problem. You understand me? Because I don't think maybe one person in the middle of this field right here will try to hold on to the ball a little bit long, and it's Devon Williams and Tariq McGee. And Jamal Lowe hold on to the ball also. Those three persons hold on to the ball. You know, in the attacking phase or in the defensive midfield phase there. We try to hold on the ball. So we don't really have a lot of person who will hold the ball as how we want it and try to drive or make passes, short passes, you know, and move into space. So I think the long ball is going to be one of the things in this game. I think Whitmore will play a long ball, but it's what we do with the ball when we win it in the middle of the park. It's our problem.
Yeah. Somebody saying that, do you play a better player or the one who you believe will do better? Does the better player always do better? Unseen?
Well, I will pick the player based on training and what I want to do in the game based on the analysis of, you know, knowing what or try to know what USA will come with. Based on how USA play and the coach's style, playing Jamaica, he will press us from the get-go, try to make us do mistakes in the back line and try to get a goal as early as possible. And that is what he will do in that game. Right?
Awesome, yeah. Yeah. People, we have 19 likes before we hit 100. We want to hit 100 before we end the video. So if you have not yet liked the video, please hit the like button. Support the work. All right. One says, I think playing out will be very difficult. We don't have the players to pass well in midfield under pressure. I'd put two strikers on and go direct to Boza with the other striker running off him. Very good point there. That's what I was saying. That's why I would play Kemar Roof to kind of feed off some of those balls when we play it long off Bowser. Like you were saying, Unseen Sports, that it is that second ball that we haven't been capitalizing on.
Right.
And I think Roof would be a good option for that second ball when we are attacking, if we choose to play the long balls. Playing direct is fine, but you cannot have one isolated striker with no support and just kick the ball in the air. It just keeps coming back. But playing direct with two strikers, it can work for sure. You can play with one striker, I know. But a midfielder who, when that ball is played long, he plays off the striker. So it's almost like a dual role.
And you can go back. You can go back to the USA game in the Gold Cup when most of the ball won in the middle. You know, Thurgood collect the ball and then mistake, one bad pass.
Yeah.
You understand? Bobby will get the ball, mistake, one bad pass. And you wonder what is happening.
So
you understand?
Yeah, Coach Jerry says 1-1. That is why fans cuss about situations they have no club out. So if we just talk about it based on feelings, then we can question decision and cuss the coach like we mad. True, Coach Jerry. But that's what fans do. But Coach Jerry, here's what I want you to do. What would be your best formation and your starting 11? And I know you won't be able to explain how you deploy them, but at least if you could give us that, we could get some idea. So can you tell us that, Coach Jerry, Coach Miller, what would be your best formation and who would you slot into that formation? Of course, you won't be able to explain how you play them within the system and stuff, but can you share that with us, please, so we can put it on the screen? Yeah. Yeah. since a feelings unlike you deal with one, we are waste time when we get mad about the team not playing well. Yeah, it's like, all right. Here's Demo making a good point here. So do that for me, the Coach Miller, and then we just drop it on the thing. All right. Serbia, we played 3-4-3. Basically, Fisher, Bell played the wings, Low and Speedy, CDM, and Turgot, East and Gray. Gray scored, Great played versus USA in the 4-1 defeat and assisted. Why aren't we calling for Gray? You take that unseen. Why aren't we calling for Gray?
Gray played against Costa Rica the last time. Got a lot of opportunity, missed them. Was kind of sidelined.
You're talking in the World Cup, right?
Yeah, you're talking. We are just building up from World Cup to now. So you have to. Yeah. I agree. Play based off of current form and what they did for the country previously. Not too far back still, but yeah. So based on his much fitness or much sharpness for Jamaica, I think Roof in a better shape now, and it's gonna be a running game, It's gonna be a running game. Why that question? But
I want to start Gray though. I want to start him. I'd bring him on. I'm starting Bowser.
I wouldn't start Gray though.
Yeah, no, but start him.
But nobody would change Bowser. It must be like playing a partnership with Bowser.
I think that is what Demo is suggesting.
Playing a partnership where you couldn't take off Bowser. Bowser is our target man right now.
Right. Berhalter forwards will be forcing the way down the flanks and playing the ball in hard along the ground. They'll be hoping for mistakes in the back line. All right, good point. People, 15 more likes to 100. So I can know that this video, the content was good and produce more great videos like this and great discussions. And we have limited time to go. And also, please, Coach Miller, put in your drop your team in the link. And here's what we'll do. We'll put it up and just tell me what formation. I'll try to set it up so we can look at it. Right? So long balls killed us in the Panama game. That needs to be remembered. But I don't think the USA team plays a lot of long balls, though. Like I said, I think they play the ball like Eagle Republic just said, hard along the ground into the 18, hoping for mistakes and stuff to pass out if the USA press us like I expect them to. We need a plan to beat the press, like Jeremy Miller said, or we will get run over. Yeah, we have to be able to beat the press. And so having somebody playing off the forward is very, very, very important. There you go. Yeah, people, run up the likes. 13 more to go. Thanks to the persons who are just hitting the like button and hitting the like button. Remember also, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel. Subscribe to the channel.
So man.
Yeah.
I think if our defensive pair, only change would be in that defense as well. Leon Moore and Adrian Marap, right?
If what?
And no, I'm comparing this backline with the backline I played against USA the last time.
Yeah, we had Alvas at right back and there was Liam Moore alongside Low.
So the change is Mariappa.
Mariappa comes in. Yeah.
And Brown.
And Brown. Javian Brown comes in for.
So yeah. I am saying if this backline play discipline and no error that will cost a goal, I think we can get a point out of this game. What's your thought? Because remember the goal that scored for us,
Yeah.
It was a keeper error though.
And it was late in the game as well. That's what I'm saying. The truth is
error.
the USA have a good team, but they don't play well. They have not been playing well. I mean, they had a convincing win in their last game, but man, they were outplayed in the first half by Honduras. There was one midfielder that was running rings around them.
If we were scoring our goal in that match against USA, would have beat them,
There you go. Somebody was saying that Gray got a tons of. Was it you saying that Gray got a ton of chances?
Right.
He didn't get. How many
Costa
chances did he
Rica,
get?
the Costa Rica game, one, I remember one clearly when he
Yeah,
get the ball
but
up on the post.
it's only one chance he got, man.
More than
Come
one.
on. No, man. In the Costa Rica game, oh no, man. No, man. Don't tell me. It's only one chance he got.
Remember one clearly when he hit the post.
That was a chance.
And shot the one in better.
But Demo, are you saying that we should drop Bowser and start Gray?
No?
No, I'm asking Demo because I'm trying to figure out what Demo trying to say. There you go, people. Yeah, man, run up the likes. 11 more to go. Coach Miller, come on, man. But we have to select a team. I mean, if you had this squad, who would you select? All right. Here's it, Coach Miller. From the personnel out there now, would you change the formation? And if so, what will you change it to? And would you insert in what slot? Based on this, yeah. Yeah, football from this group of players in the squad. Yeah, man. Select a team from the players in the squad. I think Fleming should start. He has a great work rate. I think Fleming should come on because he brings that. I generally believe that Junior Fleming looks better when he comes on than when he starts. People, I love this. I'm looking at just the likes just going up. We have 10 to 100 right now. You understand me? Same thing. If you have not yet subscribed, also hit the subscribe button. And remember to check out Unseen Sports as well. And help him grow his numbers, we watched the match towards the final moment when Gray came on. Oh, Ian, you're saying that he missed a couple of chances. Some person are saying he got 2 chances. But I don't think it is fair to say Gray had a lot of chances. Yeah. Yeah, I think Gray will have to feature at some point in this game. I think the way he plays could pose problems, especially if we had him beside, say, so I could see him coming on in the second half. I think so, but I would not start him given the personnel that I had. Coach Miller, that's why I need you to come on and talk. What is Paul Hall's role? What is very important question? What is Paul Hall's role in this team? Hold on. Talk to me. Yeah. All right. I'm saying that Gray is a shout. I'd go for him and Bowser. Oh, you'd go for Gray and Bowser. So that means you're dropping Kemaru. But
The formation will change.
Yeah, you'd have to change your formation.
Maybe we want to play a 3-5-2 formation.
Yeah, but what I'm thinking is that is too many changes. I would not change my formation. Remember that wasn't USA A team at the Gold Cup. That is true. Jeffy Entertainment. Jeffy, Coach Jerry said that you take him name, so careful, I don't know who's taking whose name. Yeah. Fresh God is saying that it was Gray who actually created the chances that he got. Yeah, there are 2 Jeremy. Where's the other one, man? No, man, is one Jeremy Miller football analysis. Is it 2? Is the one I see? Let me check the picture. No, man, it's Jeffy Entertainment. Is one Jeremy Miller football analysis, man. Come on, man. What about this? All right. So, Paul, is what are your thoughts on this comment? 8 more likes to go to 100 people. If you have not yet liked, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Yes, Unseen. What about this comment? Paul is there to communicate with the English-based players, according to Tapa. Is that his role?
Well, based on what Tapa is saying, maybe that's his only role because he doesn't. According to you guys, he doesn't have an imprint in the team. So I don't know. I don't know what is it.
What do you think an assistant coach should do?
Huh?
What is the role of an assistant coach?
All right. So.
What is the role of an assistant coach? Who is a coach in here? Somebody, a coach who you have employed an assistant coach. What is the role of an assistant coach? Is it to carry out his agenda, or is it to help the head coach to carry out the head coach's agenda?
A little noise in the background, man. I was waiting on him to finish doing what they're doing.
Yeah,
answer.
man.
Hold on.
So what is the role of an assistant coach? Is the role of the assistant coach to have a plan, have an idea, and get that across to the head coach? Or is the assistant coach's role to hear what the head coach has in mind and try and help him to execute that? Yeah, there's a Miller in here. I need to check that out. First touch poor, can't beat him, and don't even to shoot our pass. I think Fleming is an asset coming on with his pace. Hall assists with training and tactical strategies. He also is the link in England and does liaison with the English-based players. All right. What Stopper calls he's not a coach. An assistant coach is to put out cones for the coach. So you're gonna hire a man and pay him just to put out cones?
Still noisy?
No, man, you're good now. Go ahead. What is the role of an assistant coach? Go ahead.
All right. First, before I answer that role part, if I am a head coach, right, there must be an area that I am weak in as a head coach.
Hold on, Unseen. Hold on, Unseen. Jeremy and Miller, respect. This is Jeremy and Miller. Let me just put up this. Jeremy and Miller's comment, right? This is so this is what Coach Jeremy Miller is saying, that there's an ex-Jeremy and Miller in here. The reason why I ask about Paul is because of his experience coming from England, and he should know more than Whitmore. Big up Jeremy and Miller. Appreciate the comment. There's an ex Jeremy and Miller in here too, so watch out, and he feels like you have stolen his name. All right, go ahead with your point.
All right, so basically I am the head coach. I am human. I must have a weakness in coaching. So if I am responsible for selecting an assistant or somebody who I would work with, if that's the case, or maybe JFF does appoint somebody, I would pick somebody that complements me. So if I am the head coach and I am good in say managing the players, then, because that's what Whitmore says he's doing, managing the players, right? And all is good in attacking, and Merangard is good in defensive third. That means I would have coaches that complement me then, and everybody would in sync. You understand? In terms of what we want to do on the field, right? So you're supposed to see a system, a style of play, even though you can lose same way, but you would see you see something different on the pitch, which we are not seeing at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's my point.
All right. So you're saying that an assistant coach is basically in the team to do what? To help the coach where the coach is weak.
Right.
Right? All right. So follow me now. So say I am weak tactically, and I give you all the tactical rudiments or communicate all the tactical rudiments to you and the rest of the team. Who you think could be coaching the team? If I am the assistant coach and the tactics that are being used is the assistant coach tactics to win games, who is actually coaching the team? Because if the coach, if the head coach has a tactical weakness, should he be the head coach?
Based on what Whitmore is saying, he's not coaching.
Brethren, on really, I will go back to that statement.
Yeah, but me have to use what I'm saying. So, you know, based on what Whitmore is saying, he's not coaching. So you tell me now, who is coaching? He's managing.
Oh, okay.
Apala and me see, I do this and I make player run and I put out. And you said it before, Paula is the one that upgrading the drills and stuff on the field.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, so, okay, so you're Jeffy Entertainment is saying that he's a coach too out in Westport, at Westport United out there in Portmore. Very good. All right, so Jeffy, what is the role of the assistant coach that you have? Does he provide you with tactical information for the team? What is the role of your assistants? And because we're trying to understand what is Paul Hall's role. Respect to Norman Roof, who said that we are one of the few persons who have Kemar Roof in the starting 11. I cannot see, because again, let me tell you people, all indications are one of the players that Coach Whitmore was very impressed with in the game against Panama was Kemar Roof. And if we look at that game, I know he lost the ball where we conceded the goal, one of the goals, and he had a chance that I think Antonio set him up. But I believe he had a better game than most of the others on the field, and this was his first game. And I think his experience in this game is going to be valuable. I would start him over a Bobby Reed, who I think has had enough opportunities and seem to be on a little lull right now. I'd bring on Bobby Reed at some point, depending on how the game is going. I feel like Roof would do better starting than to come off the bench. Go ahead, Anthony.
All right. So based on your system in that formation or the tactics that you will tell Kemar Roof, it will work. It will work. But you tell a bird yet? You not tell a bird yet. You tell Whitmore. So that's the
Yeah.
You understand? You don't tell a birdie, you don't tell a birdie. So we don't know if it can work. Your tactics may work, it sound good. It sound good. But you don't know if it's that's the same thing that Whitmore is going to do.
Yeah.
Because if you change for something different, it won't work.
I can't understand that. What this guy is saying. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, you know. But I get your Tennessee. A good point. But let me come down to this one. It says Roof on the wing is fine. And that is what I'm saying now, 1-1. All I'm saying is that there are many teams that play with, just like how you have the false nine in football, it's like he's not playing wing forward. Because remember, your formation is not how you attack. And it's not also how you defend. It's how you are set up. And within the formation, you function in a particular way. What I mean is that I don't expect Kemar Roof to be the one staying wide and trying to square balls in. All right. Let me give you a good example. And the Liverpool persons can tell me, where's Demo? Demo, if you're still in, I'd love for Demo to come on and probably explain this. Because Demo and I always have these very heated conversations about Trent Alexander. All right. Demo always says this, that Trent Alexander is very critical to how Liverpool plays offensively. All right. So Demo, I'm going to send the link to Demo people. Can you come on, Demo? You
Manins.
can, yeah.
Jeremy, I have a question there. Good
Yeah,
question.
man,
If
that's
you
fine,
can
man.
get it.
I'm going to go to Jeremy, but all right, Demo, there's a link, Demo. So jump on, and then I want to explain the Trent Alexander role, because though Trent Alexander plays as a wing back, he's so critical to the offense. So how a person plays in the setup is important. That's all I'm saying. That Roof don't have to play a wing. That role could still be given where he comes inside and Alvas can go forward depending on what side we're attacking on. Or Low can come inside and leave the space on the outside for Kemar Lawrence. And so that Roof can play when we're attacking closer to Bowser, because I think he could feed off some of the hold-up plays of Shamar Nicholson. And so that is the point. I think I'm not asking Roof to play wing. I'm asking him to play more of an inverted winger role or inverted midfielder who goes out wide, kind of a thing. All right. But here's Jermila said, I'd want a double pivot in the build-up as well as for Shield in the backline. So my concern is who will partner Speed in the build-up. Anyone can join him in the defensive phase. So we have in there Coach Miller. We have Alvas. And we're playing Alvas on the right side, Speedy on the left side as that pivot. That way, Alvas can also cover Javian Brown and over there, because that's where sometimes the US primarily attacks. All right, I'm going to invite Demo. Thank you for coming on, Demo. People, 3 more likes to 100. 3 more likes to 100. Oh my God, this is precious. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Let's add Demo to the stream. Demo.
Big up, guys. What's up? Big up everybody in the chat. Obviously, I can't show my face and stuff. I'm at my desk still in a management.
Yeah,
just because of you, let me do this here.
And I know you can't even stay long. So explain. I want you to explain to us how Trent Alexander-Arnold is instrumental to the Liverpool system. And though he's in a four-man defense, how important is his attacking or offensive play in how Liverpool sets up and play? Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead,
so here's the thing. First of all, happy birthday to the biggest right back in the world, Trent Alexander-Arnold. He turns 23 today. Big up yourself. All right. So here's the thing. Jurgen Klopp has a specific system in which our wing backs are very essential to how we attack. Obviously he broke records for assists a couple seasons ago. He continues to get assists throughout his Liverpool career, and he broke into the team. Remember, we had Nathaniel Klein playing right back for us at one point, but he never had the role that Trent Alexander-Arnold had, because obviously he doesn't have the same quality that Trent possesses in terms of passing the ball and creating. So our system is to play down the wing, and Trent has a lot of crosses and he passes the ball sometimes from himself to Robertson all the way to the next side of the field. What he gives us in attack is so valuable that what he lacks in defending, the team is willing, and Jurgen Klopp is willing to live with, because of how valuable his attacking impetus is for Liverpool. And so that's why you have Jordan Henderson, who comes across all the time for come and cover for him when he's all the way up the pitch, and he comes across and does a lot of the dirty work for Trent whenever Henderson plays. And so that's pretty much how Liverpool does it. Andy Robertson doesn't have the same role per se, because he's a better defender, but he doesn't give us as much attacking intent as what Trent gives us on the right hand side. So that's how we do it.
Okay. So though it's a 4-4-2, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's confined to stay in the defensive shape.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, he's hardly there.
Right. Which is what I'm... Yeah. Yeah, which is what I'm saying about
Yeah,
Roof playing out wide.
he's pretty much on the halfway line most of the time.
Exactly. And I can use Granit Xhaka at Arsenal. When Kieran
Yeah,
Tierney goes forward, Granit Xhaka becomes the left back,
yeah.
basically. And so, though a player is set up in a particular way, it doesn't mean that that's how the team is shaped when they're either defending, which now is challenging the tactical astuteness of the coach. Is the coach tactically aware enough, or able to communicate? Because part of coaching is not just knowing what to do, it's getting the players to do what you know to do. Because that is
Exactly.
coaching. It's a
And if,
transfer of information so the players
yeah.
can get it and be able to do it, to execute it. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Deem.
and if you watch any Rangers football, I mean, Kemar Root not just stay one place.
Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right. Yeah, we have a next coach and just joining. Joining a lot of coaches on today. Would love to hear Coach Rudolph, formerly of Mount Pleasant, one of the coaches down there. I mean, what is your thought? What is your best 11 for this game this evening? I mean, Deem, I know you're at work, so I don't want you to stay and get in any problem. We'll talk later, bro. But thank you
All
for
right, boss.
jumping on
All
and
right, boss.
explaining that
We go,
for us. Really
we go, we
appreciate it.
go.
Yeah, man. People, please, as soon as you come on, we're 99 likes right now. So we need one more to make it to 100.
Like a
So hit
100,
the like
right?
button if you have not yet. Subscribe, please subscribe to the channel. But who would be your in your starting 11 and why? How would you set up the team given the shortcomings in the squad right now? Yeah. One has been explaining the whole idea of the assistant coach. I saw Norman Roof also earlier up in the discussion talking about we are going to see the best of Kemar Roof um, in this game. So we will see. I think he has got more time. And the truth is, this is why I think it would have been so good if we had Mikel Antonio for this game. You know why? Because the last game, the players did not get enough time together in terms of the entire group. And this would have been the ideal opportunity. And it just never happened. Um, yeah. So that would have been a good thing right there. Yeah, we're having some background noise unseen. So let me all right. So somebody saying Trent is poor defensively, which is true. There you go. The call is explaining structure. That is what we are what Coach Miller saying. That is what he was talking about. That's what you need to decide on how you're going to attack and how you're going to defend, getting your players in the best position. And the coach is responsible for that. Yeah, man. Grant is joining. We know that. Yeah, man. Big up, because all the way over there in America. Yeah, man. Thanks for joining. Yeah, and this is it. What I think happens is that even if you have the right personnel, if you don't have the right system for them to play in, then good players are going to look average. Good players are going to look average. Yeah. Yeah, man. He's joining. He's joining the squad tomorrow. Must be in when we come back to Jamaica. If we get back, Grant will not be in the USA. All right, so forget about that. So he's joining the squad tomorrow because the team comes back to Jamaica tomorrow. So he will be here in Jamaica with the team because the team comes back tomorrow in preparation for the game. So that is why the asterisks were on his name in the initial announcement of the squad. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So the thing I believe is always your Donovan Duke says this. One of the better coaches out here on the island. He always says that coaching is not knowing the information. It's getting the people who you coach to be able to receive the information and also to be able to carry out the information. You see how important it is? Because you as a coach can have the know-how, But if you are not able to get the players to know it and to do it, you're gonna have problems. you're gonna have serious problem. Gray as a wing with Low, they play great. The real T'Challa. Boy, I don't know. I don't know. Given that Bowser has scored against Mexico, he didn't play against Panama. He scored against Costa Rica. He went back to his club. He scored. He assisted. Why would you bench him? Go ahead, Hansi.
Can't bench him. You can't bench Bowser. Bowser is our marksman right now in the Gold Cup. Can't bench him.
Can't be benched.
Can't be benched. Can't be benched. You have to play him. That if you have a bad game, then you take him off. But you can't bench
And I'm
him
wondering if Gray, how fit is Gray, given that he's a little older, to play like a full 90 as well.
Right.
Because remember, he recently changed clubs. He wasn't really getting a lot of game at his last club. So maybe it's a good thing to have him come off the bench. But Military Guna, yeah man, bless up Military Guna. Yeah man, originally he's a Kingstonian he's of the Trappy of Manizil Road, down the banks they call it. So yeah, originally a Kingstonian. You understand me? So you may know each other in the Military Guna because you're a military man and he's in the security forces here in Jamaica but overseas. So you may know him. Don't worry yourself. Bobby Farouf, Alva Brown, Aka for CDM.
Well, we would agree with him with the Bobby Farouf, but the Akafa Stadium. No, can't agree with the Akafa Stadium.
Oh, yeah. Gray is starting for Queen's Park and scoring. Yeah, but I'm talking about before we move to Queen's Park. So you're saying that you guys really think that Bowser, based on his performance for Jamaica in the last few games, should be benched? I don't know if I can agree with that. I don't agree with that.
That's out of the picture. You will never see that unless he's injured in preparation going into the game.
Yeah, unless there's some worry about his his face mask and thing. I'm not saying he can't bench, but I'm saying given his form in the last 2 games, would you bench him over Gray, who is coming into the game having not been involved since the Gold Cup? That's all. You understand me? That is a tough decision for a coach to make. But everybody should listen. No, listen. Nobody is unbenchable because Leon Bailey was benched in the Gold Cup. You need to remember that. Yeah. Right. Here's a good point. Bowser counted the ball with his broken jaw. Whoa. Aha.
True. Most of his goals is from him heading the ball.
Yeah. Would they start him though? If wouldn't maybe the medical person will have to pass him. Maybe they have to, if he's not heading the ball in training, trust me, then it's not wise to start him, because when you head a ball, it affects your jaw, your mouth, and all of those things. Is that it? All right. So let's get this one. This season, Roof has 6 goals from 11 start in the Scottish Premier League. Yeah. Listen, I think it's a no-brainer to start Roof. Roof has to start. I think Roof is has to be one of the persons who are up there. Yeah. See, that is the thing. But I think training should give them an idea as to where he's at. If if he's not, because if he's not going to butt the ball, if he starts, you can't bring him on, All right, so David Nicholson is confirming. some of what I had. You remember what I had in my 11? Let me give you about the birdie 11, right? Remember I told you what the birdie 11 is. Let me give you about the birdie 11. This is the birdie 11 right here. You have Javon. This is the birdie 11. This is what the birds reported. All right. This is what. So this is what the birds reported. All right. Now what David is saying is that Bobby Reed is here. Though I don't agree with this. I think Roof starts. And he's saying Alvas is here. All right. From what I know, Roof starts, but big up, big up, big up, big up. Yeah, man. All right, people. Thank you. Yeah, man. Thank you so much. We have gone over 103 likes on the video. Thank you so much. And it's not his jaw that is broken. It is his cheekbone. Yeah. Yeah, man. Respect. True Roof. Roof is the new Dion Byrne. Yeah, man. Roof has to start. I listen. It would be foolhardy not to start Kemar Roof. And again, given what the coach has said about him, I think he starts. So Kemar Roof starts for me. Yeah. I think I'm gonna leave me 11 enough. And Brian Brown starts over here. Yeah. There you go. That is the starting 11, people. Well, let me get some.
Javine, bro, not Brian, bro.
Yeah, it's Javian Brown. Yeah. Talawa TV, big up.
Yeah, man, big up Talawa TV.
When people who don't know Talawa TV, you need to check out her because I got her in trouble. I told people to check out Talawa last time and I made a mistake. It is not to check her out. Please check out her channel, Talawa TV, and support her channel and leave Crystal out. All right.
Check her out.
I feel like Norman Roof is related to Kemar Roof. You know?
Kemar Roof.
He has all the stats. Yeah, man, he has all the stats. People, come on, hit the like button to get some more likes before.
But even though the chance to the Jamaica national team is a different phase.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Huh? I didn't hear
right? That. Transferring your current farm to the Jamaica national team is a different phase.
I think you have to put people in positions. You know this as a coach. You have to put people in a system to get the best out of them.
Right.
Yeah, man. You have to put people. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this, right? Hey, Norman, one of these days you need to come. You need to check out I Am Sure Sports on Instagram because we'd love to talk to you to find out from you how long has Kemar been trying to represent Jamaica, because many people don't know that this is a long time we're hearing about. I think from the last campaign we were hearing about Kemar Roof, you know. So what took him so long? We'd love to hear that from you, you know, one of these days, Norman. So, you know, check us out on Instagram and we'll be in touch. Leave a comment somewhere where we can reach out to you if you'd be interested in doing that. People, again, if you have not yet, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. All right. But I think one of the things that has happened is that first game is not the best game to judge Roof. I think he's the best person, like I said, to play off Shamar Nicholson. If Shamar Nicholson is going to hold up the ball, I think you start Shamar Nicholson, and if something goes wrong, then guess what you do? You bring on, you can then bring on your Bobby Reed and put Kemar Roof up front. That's what I would do. If Shamar is unable to head the ball and those things, you bring on, say, a Bobby Reed and you push Kemar Roof as the point person, and you still have Gray on the bench. One thing I can tell you people is this. And I know Bowser. These guys love football, and if they can play, they will play injured. Like you have to stop them sometimes because they love the game so much that they are not going to stop. And I think he believes he needs to keep playing to keep his spot. And I think that is also an important thing. He knows that if I don't play, somebody could come in and score, and that could put my position, under threat. And so therefore, I want to make sure as long as I can give 100%, I am going to play. Yeah. Yeah, man. Listen. All right. I think Kemar Roof is important to if the coach can get these players in a proper system, Kemar Roof could be lethal for Jamaica as we go ahead in this campaign. Whether or not the capacity to do it lies with the coach is a question we can probably ask. We covered some of this earlier, like there are definitely players in the USL who could have been called in from yesterday and the day before yesterday. Why that didn't happen, we don't know. But we did explain some of the things. Again, Unseen, what else do you want to, anything you want to say, my friend, because we have 9 minutes before we close the show. 3 hours
Okay,
and 30 minutes.
you're closing off.
We in 9 minutes.
Well, based on this game, to get a positive note out of this game, the defense, have to play discipline. Who's ever playing the D mid role, who's ever getting the opportunity to play a D mid role, have to play discipline also. We are going to get chances to score. We are going to always create chances to score. So it's just for us to score, and then we see a difference in the game. Maybe we'll win. Once we score first, I think we'll win the game. Right?
Okay.
I think we'll win the game.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Listen, and remember, go ahead. Yeah, man, finish up your point.
Oh yeah, that is just the hopes. The hopes I have. Yeah. And based on what I know about football so far, if you're unfit and you're playing like a half a man in the game. So
yeah, there you have it, people, from Coach Parchment, Unseen Sports, right? What is your prediction? My prediction, people, look, it's my shirt. I believe that Bowser hits the net and Roof hits the net. I believe. Jamaica 2. What are your birds telling you? My birds have told me Jamaica 2. Roof
my
hit
birds
the net,
tell me
Bowser hit the net, and America gets back one late in the game, but we hold them off for a 2-1 victory. See that? I believe, people. See,
I don't know how much score. I don't know how much goal we score, but I think Maggie will score today.
Maggie's gonna score, all right?
I think Maggie is going to score today. He was close in the Costa Rica game,
Yeah, he was.
Very close.
He was. For the last, Roof is leading strike of all the clubs, including Leeds. Yep. We know the stats, man. That is so true because he was a big striker at Leeds. People forget that he was banging in the goals at Leeds as well. What are your birds telling you?
Not to be confident. Fresh God.
Says Powell. Who said Powell is going to score? You said Powell was going to score, Unseen?
No, I said Maggie.
Oh, somebody. Who said Powell is?
Somebody.
Who said Powell? Who said Powell is going to score?
Somebody in the comment section said that.
I will keep doing this before every game until we are dead in the
Dead in the water.
Fresh God. You see a bird telling you not to be confident. What is your
Oh,
score?
God.
Low 2, Bowser 1,
Well,
Maggie triple assist. All right, all right. I love the confidence. I
yeah.
love the confidence. I love seeing we believe against Panama.
So,
Listen,
Manins, man, I
we have to
believe.
believe. We have to believe.
I have to believe. I believe Low, Bowser, and Maggie will score. Have an opportunity to score.
Yeah.
We'll get the opportunity to score.
All right. What are
Cataract,
your
someone
birds? Cataract.
asks.
Cataract. What are your birds telling you about the start? About the goals? Sir Cataract.
Cataract, someone in the building.
I dreamt a dream, but I cannot tell you who it was. Alfred Hyde. I have a dream. People, yeah, man. I believe. At Jamaica, we say. You understand me? Listen, I believe. But like I said, people, this is the 11. All right, that is there. Anything can happen, but most of the times, my birds get it right 98% of the time. So if anything changes, it would be probably one change at most, because this was before the session ended. You understand me? The birds reported to me. So it looked like if anything normally don't, but if there's any change, it probably one or two changes at most. But you can, yeah, yeah, just give him the ball in the box and he will do the business. Yeah, man.
Oh, God.
But Norman, this is really a nephew. You ain't gonna give up, and you're gonna keep believing in him. All right.
Fresh God said.
Nobody should on the right wing. I don't understand that big ideal. You can believe what we want at this point.
You can be.
Fresh God, I believe Fresh God, I believe. We look
Oh,
like chicken
yeah.
farmer.
Chicken farmer.
We don't, we don't have no bird.
Don't get me involved. Don't involve me.
All right, True Island stories. You said don't valve you. Don't valve. Don't
Don't
valve
involve
you.
me.
All right. Jamaica will not. What? Andre Daly. Andre Daly. We want your comeback. All right. Who is going to the post-match show? I know that coach is just going to do it. Ryan LLC going to do it. Talawa TV. Sports Frenzy. Maybe Military Guna. Formula Sports. Going to do. Hey, Andre Daly, find one of those channels, and when the game done, you need to come back on, because
Yeah.
Jamaica will win this game. I'm telling
We
you.
have a chance. We have a chance.
Yeah, we have a chance, man. Oh, he have little faith, comrade. Yeah, man, there you go. Confidence. I believe so too. I see Maggie shine in this one, a spectacular and a technical assist. All right. And I think Maggie, I think Kemar Roof is going to have a good game. I think Jamal Lowe has something to prove, because he has been, out of the team for a while. So I think some of these players, yeah. A lot of people say they're hearing that Bobby Reed getting the nod because Roof don't want to play on the wing. Let us see. The last time I came and shared something that the birdies told me, when I changed it was what the birds told me were right. So I'm sticking to my guns. This is what the birds told me. I'm going to keep this. All right. If Bobby comes in, then I am willing to say, okay, the birds got that one wrong.
So, Manis, man, you ever select a teammate without the birds and get it right and get it close, right? Close.
Why would I need to select a team when the birds are always giving me credible information?
But I'm saying without the birds. If you ever select a team without the birds.
And people, look who have arrived out of nowhere.
Shut up.
Out of nowhere. Arriving from the right-hand corner, absent all morning, is the one and only Shatter. He missed some of the comments that they were making about his favorite player, the, Tyreek McGee. Welcome to the stream, Shatter. People, please hit the like button. Hit the like button as we are coming to an end. I want to, man is in UK. Birds mean something slightly different. Be careful. Okay. In the UK, birds mean something different. All right. We'll call it. We'll call me bobbled of them or me turtled of them. or the pitcher them. What do you call them now? What I could call them? Maybe I don't need to say bird. Maybe I need to give the birds them some name. Every time Jamaica beat the USA, Haka plays. Check the record. All right. Tennessee Lewis, man just hope Powell don't score. Could be the.
Very good.
No, Angel, I'm just saying that. Just come on back on one at the end of the show, and if at any one of them that is on, man, just check out and say I was the one at I Am Sure Sports, or you can check out mine tomorrow when I do it, and then let me know. You understand? Because we have to stand at when it comes down to our prediction. And I'm just running through this as we get ready to close the show. People always been one-sided when talking about commitment. Ravel and Moore so far wishing Jay luck, yet Bailey never seemed to care, but he can post video, a twang, and a support Villa. All right. Good point. Listen, we're done. Listen, if what I said today don't confirm to you that these players are committed, you're living in a false world. Stop questioning their commitment. So we have Roof, Uncle in the thing. These players are committed. I told you the Antonio situation, committed. I explained to you what happened in the Amari Bell. The players are committed. Liam Moore and Easton Pinnock, these players are committed. Let me tell you this. Wes Harding is committed. Yes, sir. Shot at beer drunk. All right. All right. No more birds. No more birds. All right. As your guest, he too might be in trouble. But the birds stole you. No. All right. No more birds. Respect Talawa. One of these days, you need to explain to me what birds, when people refer to birds in the UK, what it really means. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. This team can win USA. I think we can get a win against the USA. They come say France now go win. It is now 2-0. All right. We have an ex-prophet in the place, Andre. So he says that Jamaica not winning this game. All right. So we will see. But I believe people. I believe. See it? A lot of the fans believe, man. Jamaica win. There you go. A lot of the fans believe. Listen, at some point, you're going to have a good game, and I think this is it.
You're full of hopes.
I can't go stop posting your comment them in the brother. Because if you wear your glasses, now put them over here to see them the cataract. Yeah, I cataract. Behave yourself, Yeah, talk about.
My friend telling me you're full of hopes.
Yeah, man. He's going to have a good game. Big up Clive Simit. Rajan, Andre Dealing is surprised. Yeah. All right. Man, to get a super chat, Jamaica love. Dropping off. All right, Shatta, don't worry. We're going to set up that soon and very soon, my friend. You understand me? But right now, the birds ever drop message inside the Afrin basket, bro. And thing. You understand me? Anthony Grant was approved by the Minister of Health to land. 2:35 will be at 4 p.m. Wonderful. So grand people will be here, as you know, for the Sunday game and thing. And I always tell people, one of these days, you need to have listen to Cataract and Anthony Grant tell you about how the process to play for Jamaica. And maybe if we hear that, we can realize that a lot of these guys, I know about it, but I can tell you a lot of these guys go through a lot to play for Jamaica. So don't question their commitment unless you have empirical data and facts to prove it. I know your brother Your birds are always right, man. Sometimes the birds get caught up in bad weather, preventing them from flying freely. Hey, Jay Taylor, they said no more bird argument because I'm married and in the UK having birds means something and I don't know what it means. Going to score because we would be in trouble with all that bird. I didn't say Alva's going to score no. And who said Alvas was going to score? I don't know, but somebody said it. Who is the person who said Alvas is going to score? Please drop by that comment so we can check your name. All right. Um, Operation right now, not even a productive one, just one with a crackhead sleeping all day and not answering the door. 100, like, yeah, man, tomorrow is Friday, so we'll be on 11 o'clock tomorrow, and then you can come back and laugh at us if we get it wrong. You understand me? Because it's football and it's bantering and thing. Yeah, man. So really appreciate people. I really appreciate all the love and the support. I can't go before them, dog. Jay Taylor, Jay Taylor. When Prophet get things wrong, they must be stoned, you know. All right. Yeah, I listen. Do you know what is funny? That Canada was one of the teams. Didn't Dean Burney score against Canada in the 1998 campaign, right? And that was one of the springboard events of that campaign. People, I think Jamaica is also going to beat Canada. You know that I'm more worried about going to Honduras and getting a point than beating Canada. I think we can beat Canada at home. Cataract, behave yourself. People, you know why Cataract is doing this? Cataract is doing this because he was on the coach's desk last night and they said, Cataract, you have 5 minutes. And Cataract went beyond the 5 minutes. And I said, Cataract, you have no credit left. You understand me? So that's why he's beating me, people. But respect Cataract. I believe. When I am sure, I say I am sure, but I believe. I believe. I believe, people. I believe in our team. So big up again to everyone. I mean, we have been on for quite a while. Yeah. Ian Campbell said remove Aka, but that is what the bird said. So I'm not sure that, I don't think we can remove him unless you're going to put our own thing. All right. Yeah, man. But people, blessings. Thank you so much. Let me tell you again, right? Thanks to all the likes. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. I didn't get any notification as to any of the other vloggers who are having a show right now. But let me tell you some of them. And if you have not yet checked out your channel, please do so. All right? Give them the love and the support in the same way you support me. I mean, whether they have more subscriptions than I do, that's all good. It's one love, one heart. If they have less, you need to support them. So I Unseen, who has been here with me. I see Military Guna. We had Dre Anyweather in the house as well. We had Sports Frenzy, who was in the house. You saw Talawa TV, Coach's Desk, Simon Preston at Reggae Boys Commentary, right? The Formula Sport. You see how many of them people, good work, right? You have Ryan LFC, all right? He's doing a watch along. Coach's Desk is doing a watch along. I don't know all the people doing watch along, so I may forget them, so don't beat me. So those are some of the channels out there. Sports Down the Middle with Eddie and Eddie Guna. Big up yourself, people. So check them out. See who is doing a watch along. Support those channels. You understand me? And let's keep a unity and a oneness in the thing. We don't have to be disrespectful. We need to be able to share our views, differentiate, disagree, and remain respectful. I will listen to people because I am able to pick what Jamaican would say, sense out of nonsense. Criticism is okay, whether it is good or bad. You just need to determine what you're going to receive and let it affect your life. But let us live in peace. You understand me? And love, brethren. No hate around here. No hate around here. Big up Fresh God, who was here from the beginning. All the other people who support the channel and the work. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Listen, I really appreciate it. This is probably the first live video that I've done that when I look at the likes, it's over 100, and that's because of you. If you have not yet, please subscribe to the channel. I am sure sports, right? We're gonna play our outro video, right? I want you to listen to it because at the end of it, I said something when I started my channel, and it is holding true. Right now. Yeah, he's called Unseen Sports TV, Talawa. Yeah, man. Javan Parchment is his name, and he's a coach out there in St. Catherine. All right, so big up and bless up one and all. Listen to the outro, people. Listen to the outro, and then listen to the comments at the end of the outro. Unseen, much respect and love. All right, blessing.
Respect.
Yeah, man.
Blessings.
I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Amari. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you a go love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are.